Network. It is Superhero Day, brought to you by Fairytale Entertainment. We've had a bit of a rainy one so far this morning, but luckily they just pulled the tarp off recently. We're ready to go.
Absolutely.
But we got a great game tonight, the Utica Unicorns versus the Eastside Diamond Hoppers. And on the call tonight, once again, I'm Kara Wolfbauer with Marcus Judd, one of our Birmingham Bloomfield Beavers, with a massive grand slam last night.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah, super excited to have you on now. He brings a lot of great player input to the game, but yesterday I was on the call when you hit the grand slam, and I stood up, I said, Marcus Judd!
I appreciate that. Yeah, it was. I wanted to stick to my approach, but huge shout out to my teammates especially for getting on base during that situation and putting a good swing on a baseball. You know, things happen.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and the day before when we were on the broadcast together, I remember you saying your dad was going to watch the game and say, son, you give all this great advice and you don't use it, but you used it yesterday.
Right.
So we can't pull that one on you. So great game from the Beavers last night. You guys were actually making some Beaver history.
Oh, really?
Yes, placing in second in 3 categories yesterday. So
Close
you're one. Yes, you're one of the home runs.
Okay.
They are second home runs in Beaver history now with 3 home runs. Second in hits with 19 hits.
Oof.
A little close to the record. 25 hits was the original record.
When was that?
I think 2019 was the record.
Gosh.
Yeah, so big game for the
25.
Beavers back in 19. But you guys also came in second in runs, just missing it by 1. In 2018, the Beavers scored 20 runs. So you guys just missed that one, but you still made some Beaver history yesterday.
Okay, good.
So yes, tough game yesterday for the Utica Unicorns, losing 19-1 and pulled a lot of guys from their pen.
Yes. They had to go deep in the pen, especially with such a large deficit to attack. You're really looking for some of your bullpen guys to eat up innings, and that's what they did. But a lot of them stayed under pitch count from what I can remember. So look to see some of those guys come back out of the pen, maybe if something's happening today.
Yes, like we discussed, Andrew Huffman might be coming back out of the pen today for a short while. We saw Jace Bowman on the mound yesterday. They even pulled a field player, position player, Jacob Mitchell out to come help towards the end.
Absolutely.
And I'm missing one.
Gladys. He was first out of the pen, yes.
Yes, Gladys was first out of the pen in the first to come relieve Harvin and try and help the Unicorns out, but they've got Carsey Walker on the mound tonight.
Yes. Carsey Walker's their workhorse. He's going to be supporting a 4-pitch mix. Look for him to really get in these hoppers' hands with his sinker. If he has that sinker working, backed up with his amazing slider. Hopefully his team can give him some run production because Carsey's going to be a dog today.
Yes, but like you said, the hoppers are great at having their comebacks here in the USPBL.
Exactly, and that's why I said it's important for Carsey to do his best and be dominant, but it's more important for the Unicorns to play 9 complete innings tonight. You cannot give up on these hoppers. They've showed time and time again they are the best late game hitting team in the league.
Yes, we have been having to implement our 2.5-hour rule 3 times now in the last week. Our games have been going pretty deep into time limit wise, so we've been ending it in the 7th and 8th, but like you said, they need to push 9 today to be able to try and get through.
Yes. The key for the Unicorns tonight, especially facing Chris Kelly, the Hoppers, one of the Hoppers' best pitchers tonight, their goal is to attack early, stay aggressive. Regardless of what happened throughout this whole week, for them to attack the fastball early in the count. You don't want to fall behind against a guy like him who can definitely keep hitters off balance, just like he's been doing all season long.
Yes, because you faced off against Chris Kelly and Carsey Walker, but you never know, especially like in baseball, in USPBL specifically, because you guys all play together and train together all the time, so you know each other pretty well. That we talked about it over and over again. Baseball is a game of errors and making mistakes, so it's always coming back. But for example, like Tristan Harvin last night's been one of the best pitchers in the league and was not one of his best outings yesterday.
No, and that's just the game of baseball. Some days you have it, some days you don't. But that's why it's a team sport. If some guy doesn't have it, it's job for somebody else to come up and step up. But again, you have days like yesterday where just nothing went the Unicorns' way and everything went the Beavers' way. It just is what it is when it comes to that, just because of the sport of baseball. But tonight, there's opportunity for him to bounce back and build momentum moving into the next week.
Yes, it's especially tough to the Unicorns having 3 games this weekend. That does put a toll on them. So, but also we have to give a quick shout out to Christian Ortega. A little bit off topic for tonight.
My man,
4 for 5 yesterday, 5 RBIs, 2 doubles, and a home run. Did a fantastic game. He was our player of the game. You were your honorable mention. You really were. We said you'd be a great interview, but I asked Christian Ortega, are you comfortable doing an interview? I'd really like to talk to you. And he went for it last night. He did a great job.
Proud of him. He's a guy who came in late, but he's coming up to a hard streak. Started off good and then came off a little bit, but he's starting to pick up the pace a little bit. We talked before yesterday's game with Chris Davis. Davis and JD, we're all just talking. Just have fun today. Have fun, regardless of what happens in the past. No matter what, it's a new day. Just have fun, and he had a lot of fun yesterday.
Yes, there you go. But that's some great advice for the Unicorns today.
Yes.
Leave it in the past. Have fun today and enjoy your game.
Have fun and enjoy. That's the game of that's the game of baseball.
Yes, for sure. Exactly. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us today in our pregame show. We've got more coming up soon. We've got lineups and first pitch coming up just even sooner. Once again, it's Kara Wolfbauer and Marcus Judd. Thanks for joining us today.
There are many things you can rely on in this world, like a sunny day brightening your mood, your mom baking the world's best apple pie, and never a dull moment in running your business. And when it comes to time-consuming HR tasks, you can rely on Tryon. Tryon can handle payroll and taxes, employee benefits, and more, so you can stay focused on attracting and retaining the best talent. With Tryon, you don't have to grow it alone. Visit RelyOnTryon.com.
You can always rely on Tryon.
Thank you for joining us, everyone. Welcome to the USPBL Network. You're with Marcus Judd from the Bloomfield Beavers, giving you guys the play-by-play today. I'm joined with a good friend of mine, Griffin Novak. Griffin, say hello to the fans.
How's everyone doing today?
All right. We're going to go a beautiful day here in Utica, Michigan. We got a phenomenal game up. We got the Utica Unicorns versus the Eastside Diamond Hoppers. It's going to be a phenomenal day today. It's going to be a phenomenal day. We're going to have some fun. Griffin. We're going to watch some phenomenal baseball.
Absolutely, Marcus.
From our sponsors. Fairytale Entertainment's our game sponsor for today, providing Hero Day here at the ballpark. Ascension. Belfort Property Restoration. Budweiser. Dave & Buster's. DTE Energy. Fifth Third Bank. Jarbcom Audio and Video Solutions, Jimmy John's Sandwiches, Macomb Community College, McLaren Macomb, McQuaid Heating and Cooling, Plumbing and Refrigeration, Metro Detroit Chevy Dealers, Pepsi, Scott's, and United Wholesale Mortgage. All right, let's go into the lineups for today, Griffin.
All right, leading off for the Eastside Diamond Hoppers is second baseman Luis Acevedo. Batting second, number 5, Noah Marcoux in the DH spot. Hitting third is Joe Burke, first baseman. He's been on a hot tear lately. Batting fourth, Brian Schellenberger playing right field. Hitting fifth is Joe Califoot playing left field. Hitting sixth is the third baseman Todd Maddox. Playing center field and batting seventh is Anthony Flores. Playing shortstop is Alex Pup today, hitting eighth. Whit Hughes is catching in the 9th spot, and pitching for the Eastside Diamond Hoppers is Chris Kelly, who's having a great season.
Yeah, right now, the Diamond Hoppers are currently 16-16. Look for them to get another win against Unicorns today.
And the home team, the Utica Unicorns, leading off is number 8, Lucas Gooden, playing first base. Playing center field, hitting second is Nick Pastor. Doing the catching and hitting third for the Unicorns is Felix Abaret. In the cleanup spot is Josh Baker at DH. Hitting fifth is Jared Weber, playing third base. Hitting sixth is Philip Machula at right field. Great. Hitting seventh is Angel Diaz, playing left field. At shortstop is Patrick Baggett. And hitting ninth is Donovan Curiel. And doing the pitching is Carsey Walker for the Unicorns.
Appreciate that, Griffin. Yeah, I want to get here and talk about the pitchers for today. We're going to see two big arms, some of the best pitchers in the league on the bump tonight, in Chris Kelly for the Diamond Hoppers and Carsey Walker for the Unicorns. Both of these pitchers today are their each individual team's workhorses. Chris Kelly's coming in with a 4-1 record, supporting a 2.72 ERA with 36 innings pitched, only giving up 30 hits, having 37 Ks with only 11 walks. Carsey Walker on the other side is 2-3 right now with a 3.29 ERA and 31 innings pitched, 34 hits, 31 Ks, and only 9 walks.
Yeah, this is just a great matchup today, Marcus. These guys have been their team's dudes coming into this season. Chris Kelly comes at you with a sinker, a knuckle curveball, and a changeup, where Carsey Walker, he comes at you with a four-seam, a sinker, a slider, and the changeup.
Yes, Griffin, from player perspective, having faced both of these guys, these are some of the best pitchers in the league. Okay, we're going to see a lot of heavy sinkers spotted by some slider curveball mixes today. Really interested to see how the Unicorns bounce back after yesterday's loss, Griffin.
Yes. You were a part of this game yesterday. You know, it's going to be a lot to come back from yesterday.
It's going to be tough coming back from a 19-1, but you can either have one or two options. You can come out here ready to go and bounce back, or you can fold under pressure. But I really believe, knowing the players that are on display tonight, I really do think the Unicorns are going to have something to come back upon today against Chris Kelly and the Hoppers.
Absolutely. Yesterday was only one loss. It was only one loss. It was 19-3.
Absolutely.
Only counts as one. So you come back today.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right. I think the key points for both of these teams today, especially for the Unicorns, again, facing a guy like Chris Kelly with good breaking ball stuff, it's going to be important for Carsey to get ahead of these Hoppers and maintain, really looking for the Unicorns to go deep into the game with Carsey, their workhorse. Hopefully he gets a good 7 in, but it's very important for the Unicorns today, if they want to come out with a win against the Hoppers, to make sure that they play a complete 9-inning game. Hoppers are the best, in my honest opinion, the best late game hitting team in the league.
And despite the big loss yesterday, the Unicorns didn't burn through too many arms, so they have plenty of bullpen resources today. So
yeah.
Okay.
Yep, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. And I'm really interested to see how both of these lineups go, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Okay.
All right, we are going to go to short break, and we'll be back soon on USPBL Network.
Jimmy John's Field is the perfect venue for birthday parties, summer picnics, company outings, and provides the best entertainment in Metro Detroit, with great baseball all summer long. Spend your summer nights under the lights at Jimmy John's Field in historic downtown Utica.
Slide into a new home. Work with a local mortgage pro who works for you. Get a cheaper, faster, easier home loan. Find a mortgage broker near you today at findamortgagebroker.com.
Throughout your life, from big moments to ones well earned, we're your financial guardian angel. Alliance Catholic Credit Union.
You hear about the promo that Jimmy's John's got going on? 5 off 20? How they pulling it off? Magic? You got David's Copperfields in there? Show yourself, Copperfields!
Jimmy John's. $5 off orders of 20 or more.
Thank you for joining us back at the USPBL Network. It's a beautiful day here in Utica, Michigan. The Utica Unicorns face off against the Eastside Diamond Hoppers, looking ready to bounce back from an already rough week. I'm joined by Griffin Novak doing the play-by-play. We're going to have some fun today here, Griffin.
Excited for a good one here.
Absolutely, absolutely. Alrighty, we have our defensive lineup sponsored by Three Dimensions.
Here's our defensive lineup, sponsored by Three Dimensional Services. Got Patrick Baggett at shortstop, who stands out to me. Silky smooth defender. Anyone stand out to you, Marcus?
Absolutely, absolutely. Nick Pastor, look for him to run a lot of balls in the gap. Running from left to right, we have Angel Diaz in left, Philip Matula in right, Jared Weber at third base, Donovan Curiel at second, Lucas Gooden at first, Felix Aberrett behind the plate, and Carsey Walker on the mound. It's going to be important for him to get ahead of these Hoppers hitters. Do not fall behind in the count. Hopefully he keeps his pitch count low. That's a big one for Carsey today.
Carsey's been pretty economical in former starts. He's a guy that gets outs. He induces contact. He's not a guy that strikes a ton of guys out, but he'll induce weak contact and get a lot of ground balls.
Absolutely, absolutely. A lot of ground balls, a lot of contact. That also means that it's important for him to play defense behind him as well.
Yes.
The amazing band out here today in Utica, Michigan. We're gonna amazing sounds. My favorite.
Yeah.
Honestly, when I was growing up, I always wish I knew how to play the drums. Wasn't very good though.
That's what I wanted to learn as well.
Yeah. But as I get older, I'm pretty sure saxophone. Hey, listen, I'm telling you right now, if you can learn to play the saxophone, you're gonna be amazing.
That's something special.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Just waiting for the band to clear off at Jimmy John's Field. Get this one underway.
Due up this inning, we have Luis Acevedo, second base, Noah Marcoux DHing, and Joe Burke in the first base hole. I'm telling you right now, Griffin, these Hoppers are starting to heat up. They're starting to heat up offensively. A lot of close games lost late in the game this week. If they can minimize the runs, I really do think this power-heavy offense can have an opportunity to outscore the Unicorns today. But they have a tall task, and Carsey Walker on the bump.
Once again, Carsey Walker comes at you with a four-seam fastball, a sinker, slider, and a changeup.
Personal experience, Griff. Carsey's probably has some of the best movement on his fastball sinker mix. He actually, believe it or not, he struck me out on a pitch inside. Had to be. Statcast had it at, or TrackMan, my apologies, had it at 19 inches a run at 92 miles an hour. Yeah, wow was me walking back to the dugout. I can promise you that. But let's see how these Hoppers handle it as Luis Acevedo steps in for the first pitch as baseball gets underway here in Utica, Michigan.
First pitch misses inside. Oh, strike one. Called strike on the inside.
Yeah, probably not something you want right away. Looking for something over the plate there, most likely. Came back again. As you can see, even from the camera, he's got a lot of heavy movement on that fastball. It's going to be important for them to stay on it the whole way and not give up. Because that ball catches that plate last minute, going to be sorry. The 0-2 pitch. Takes a slider outside. Not a bad take there. Really good take.
So even though that pitch missed, that slider's what makes him very successful. Because you talk about his sinker and his fastball having a lot of inside run.
Yes, absolutely. As this 1-2 pitch comes. Yes, so it's important for a guy who has to for any pitcher at this level to sport two pitches, to be able to throw a secondary pitch after whatever pitch is working that day. It could work vice versa. He could be backing up a fastball with a slider or a slider with a fastball. But this mix he's coming with today is pretty good, as Luis fouls fastball, it looks like back. But like I said, what makes a pitcher real good is how deceptive they can be to hitters. Regardless of how hard they throw, if you can make one pitch look like the other and not have a batter realize until the last minute, you're going to be successful at this level.
As that one is taken up the middle by Luis Acevedo.
Phenomenal swing there. Cut his swing down. Knew the job. Phenomenal swing. Phenomenal swing.
We were talking about deceptiveness, and I think that's what makes Carsey Walker so good, is because we talk about the phenomenal inside run on his fastball.
Yep.
And he tunnels that well with the slider. So
absolutely.
if you make it look the same out of the hand, it can be very hard to hit. And he also goes to that changeup.
Absolutely. It's gonna be important for these hoppers to see the ball out in front of the plate and don't get beat. Don't get beat in. Noah Marcoux comes to the plate, swings at the first pitch. And it'll go foul out of play. Noah Marcoux, a guy who battled an injury earlier in the season, is probably, in my honest opinion, Griffin, one of the best hitters in the league.
Absolutely.
Sporting a .372 batting average. He came back with a hot bat. Let's see if he continues. He's going to be big for this offense, especially facing the righty-lefty matchup. The Unicorns have a lot of righties coming out of bullpen, so see for our lefties and for the Hoppers to have some success today. As he takes that pitch high.
No movement over at first. Yeah, this is going to be a tough top 3-4 for Carsey Walker to get through. But if he can get through him, he could be very successful.
Absolutely, absolutely. And again, like we said before, he's going to have a lot of contact, but Carsey's also going to throw a lot of strikes. So it's important for them to not get behind in the count. Be early, be on time, and don't get beat. As he comes with the 1-1 pitch, steps off, pick over at first base. Luis and safe. 1-1 count here. I want to see if he comes up with a fastball or changeup. Interested to see. As Luis takes off for second base. High throw. Not in time. He's in there safe with a stolen base by Luis Acevedo.
Excellent jump there.
Excellent, excellent. And it's tough. It's tough for Felix. That was a good call. Just he missed a little bit and wasn't able to get there in time. But phenomenal throw given the pitch by Carsey.
So you get a stolen base, and now Marcoux ahead in the count, 2-1. Ball is fouled off.
It's a good swing. You see there, now that tells me something, Griff. He threw a fastball inside to a lefty to have it run inside to him. That's confidence. That's pitching. That's what we'd like to call in the game of baseball, pitching with conviction. Having confidence and trusting your guy to trusting your catcher to make the right call, and you having confidence with that pitch. As the 2-2 comes along. Ooh, and he hits him off the foot. Tough situation. Seems like it doesn't phase him. But got a dangerous bat coming up the plate now in Joe Burke.
Yeah, you got a base open, so that one doesn't hurt you too bad.
Yep.
But then you got to face this guy, Joe Burke, who's having a phenomenal season.
Absolutely. Batting .321 with 7 home runs, close to 30 ribbies. 34, 35 hits. He's gonna look for him to be big in this offense.
And that's a league-leading 7 bombs.
7 bombs.
So this is not the guy you want to face.
Especially runners in scoring position.
Yes, absolutely. Great slider there.
Yep.
Gets him out in front. Strike 1.
See, now I don't mind that swing out of Joe. Obviously he's probably anticipating that curveball. Just pulled his head off a little bit. Scooby goes with a 1-1 count, 0-1 count. In the pitch.
This is outside.
This is outside. Another slider. So I believe that slider curveball mix to Joe Burke. I probably wouldn't throw him a changeup. If I'm Joe right now, I'm probably sitting fastball. Let's see if Carsey makes a mistake and brings it back over the plate.
Swing and a miss.
That was a heavy sinker. You saw how that had not only run into his hands, but also some negative movement down.
So now, Marcus, when you're down in the count, what's your mindset? What's your approach in the plate? You're 1-2. You're facing a guy like Carsey Walker that can go any direction with 2 strikes.
Any direction. At this point, you have to see ball. See ball. With a guy like him, you want to fight. You want to fight, and just hopefully he misses his pitch. Well, you're talking about a guy who's throwing a ball 88, 91 with 20 inches of run. That's close to 2 feet of movement. So, if anything, I'm looking for where the ball breaks in the air. Where the ball breaks in the air earlier in the game, the first couple innings. Now I know my second, third AB. If it hits that spot and it comes at a strike, I know it's going to be a strike. I know when and when not to take. Now that's the benefit. Joe Burke is a professional hitter, through and through. As you see here, he saw the curveball early in the count, saw the break, knew it was coming over the plate. Now he knows that angle. 2-2 count, falls behind in the count. He knows when and when not to pull the trigger based off that first pitch he swung at.
The 2-2 fouled off. And that's another thing I appreciate about Joe Burke. You saw one early in the count. He had 2 strikes, 1-2 count, fouled off a borderline pitch.
Absolutely.
Is able to foul that one off. And it's important early in the game to see as many pitches as possible.
Absolutely.
Make Carsey Walker work. Make him come to you.
Yes, especially knowing that this is Unicorn's 3rd game without a break. Hoppers are coming off a rest day. They're healthy. They're relaxed. So that's going to be very important for the hitters today.
Fouls it off again. Stays alive.
That's one thing that's a lost art these days, is being able to foul off tough pitches to then get your pitch. Oftentimes, when you're at bat at this level, you may get 1 or 2 pitches to hit solid. But if you can be able to foul off a pitcher's pitch to then have a pitcher make a mistake and you be a good enough hitter to just cut your swing down and make contact, you're gonna be dangerous. Good
That one
take,
misses.
and it gets away. Both runners advance. Now we have a full count, no outs. At top of the first, Joe Burke at the plate with opportunity to drive in not 1 but 2 runs. And I tell you, Griff, this is the last guy you want up with runners in score position.
Absolutely. And the thing is, even if he gets out here, he's seen a lot of pitches.
Yep.
This at-bat is valuable to his team no matter what.
Absolutely.
Because he's seen a lot of pitches.
Yeah, right now we got the infield back. If he puts a ball in play on the ground, look for Luis to score. 3-2.
Get some
Oh,
runs inside.
just like we talked about. Hopefully he's okay, but
They're
we'll see.
gonna rule it a foul ball.
We're gonna have to see that. Oh, it looks like he calling it a foul ball. Actually, it looks like it clipped him. See how Joe chokes up with 2 strikes. It may have actually caught some bat, even though it hit the hand. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, even though it's a foul ball, it still hurts.
Absolutely.
You feel that pain and you don't get the reward of going down to first base, so
Not yet, not
you
yet.
definitely need a second.
Yep. But let's see how Carsey reacts after almost hitting a batter here. See if he can bear down and throw a strike. But here's the thing: even if he doesn't get him out and he walks him, it doesn't hurt him.
Yes.
Because he had bases loaded and a double play still in order. But again, that's falling back upon his defense to do what he has to do. Hopefully Carson get out here with limited pitches thrown.
Fouled off again. This is
What a
turning into a
fight. What a
fantastic
fight.
at-bat.
Absolutely. And like we talked about beginning of the game, the goal is to get to Unicorn's bullpen. Get to Unicorn's bullpen and make those guys work. Get the workhorse off the mound. And by Joe Burke having this long AB pushing him to 20 pitches in the first inning, no outs.
No outs at all.
He's going to have to be very good the rest of the game.
Fouls it off again.
my gosh.
Stays alive. This is an
Unbelievable.
amazing at-bat.
Unbelievable.
This is one you want to see early on in the game.
Absolutely. You put pitches in the workhorse and get to the bullpen. Hopper's looking good. All right, as it's coming on, the 11th pitch of the at-bat. Regardless of what happens, this is a positive outcome if I'm a manager. As Carsey gets ready to throw the 3-2 pitch again. He gets him to chase. Fastball up, strike 3, Joe Burke. Unfortunately, wasn't able to come through, but he does put a lot of pitches in Carsey Walker's arm. That's probably an inning less than what he can go if the Hoppers continue on.
So you can absolutely not view that as negative.
No.
Worked Carsey Walker.
Yep.
The runners advanced during his at-bat. Did his job. Worked enough pitches to one got away.
Yep.
And advanced the runners. And now you got a platoon matchup here in Brian Schellenberger.
Absolutely.
Who's been on an absolute tear.
Yep. One of the top 5 hitters in the league right now, sporting 33 hits. The guy's been on an absolute tear in the past couple games. Watching him play is absolutely fun, especially being on the same field as him, Griff.
One of the lead leaguers in home run as well right now. So that's someone else to watch out for.
Absolutely. Big key right now. If I'm Shelly, I'm looking for any pitch up in the zone. Carsey's a heavy sinker baller. You're looking for any pitch up in the zone. Even if he throws that curveball, just get it to the outfield and score a run if you don't get your pitch.
Carsey comes set. That one's up
Base
the
it
middle.
up the middle.
It's through.
Oh, bag it with the dive. Tough, tough, tough. Pastor coming in. Pastor has a lot of putouts this year. I'm not surprised Coach held up Noah on that one. Base hit up the middle. Bryant Schellenberger, what a phenomenal AB there.
Diamond Hoppers lead 1-0 early. Still one out. You got a guy on third base. Joseph Califoot will be the hitter. Califoot is having a good season as well.
Absolutely. Came on the scene. Nobody knew him. First game, 390-foot bomb to right field. Now he's on everyone's watch list. It's a phenomenal take.
That one catches the corner.
Probably not something you want early in the count. We'll see what he does. In all honesty, Griff, if I'm a lefty, I'm looking for that run, and I'm thinking middle away.
Yes.
Very rarely will he come inside. If he's able to get that pitch to come inside for a strike, you got to tip your hat.
That one misses outside on Califoot.
Yep, phenomenal take. Looks like a changeup there. A lot of movement on that changeup. Carsey up to 26 pitches thanks to Joe Burke's 12-pitch at-bat.
Still only one out here. That one misses.
See, and Griff, I tell you right now, as Carsey misses that pitch there, it's a blessing and a curse to be able to have a pitcher manipulate pitches that way, to move with so much, because once you start getting tense, one slight pull in the ball, you miss your spot by 15 inches.
And the ball moves so much that sometimes if you just sit and wait for the ball to run out of the zone, it will.
It will, and that's the thing. And that's why I say the key for a lot of these hitters today with a guy who has a lot of heavy movement is find the pitch location out of the hands in reference to where it ends up at the plate. Have to be able to step out and realize, okay, if it starts middle, inner third, it's probably going to be a ball, so I have to look for it over the plate.
Throw over from Walker. Caught Shelley a little off guard over at first base, but he was able to get back standing.
Now listen, I tell you folks right now, Shelley's spotting an easy 220, 230. He can move for a big man. I've seen him run some balls down and steal some bags as well.
Another throw
surprised.
over.
Yep.
So that's his second disengagement. If he throws over another time, Marcus, he has to get him out.
Absolutely.
Or else it's a balk and the runners advance.
Absolutely. Both runners advance.
So now Shelley, he's thinking, you could potentially move on this pitch.
Absolutely. You can potentially move. If he wants to get big and go, he can, as Califoot fouls off that pitch, bringing the count 3-2. Yes, a lot of us actually work on it. You know, we get our timing down, and it's important for pitchers especially to work on mixing up their timing, looking towards home plate, even if they decide to or not to pick off. You know, now he knows if he picks off, he has to get him out, otherwise it's a balk.
Fouled off again by Califoot.
Absolutely.
And Marcus, that's why the entire dynamic of stealing bases has changed because the pitch clock, limited disengagements, it's completely changed.
Absolutely. The only thing we don't have here in Utica Commission, USPBL, is actually the enlarged bases. So, but that really doesn't make too much of a difference.
The other one fouled off.
Like
so you have Burks at bat, and then you have Joe Califoot fouling off 2 balls in a 3-2 count, making Carsey Walker work even more.
I tell you right now, Griffin, I'm putting my hat down on this. This inning is going to be one of the most important innings for the Diamond Hoppers. If they can continue this on and get Carsey to 40 pitches, it's going to be tough for the Unicorns to pitch in the back end.
Absolutely. And that one is lined out to left.
Good.
Deep
Sack
enough.
fly, absolutely.
That's going to get the run in. The Diamond Hoppers lead 2-0 over the Utica Unicorns here on the top of the first.
Phenomenal at-bats from your top of the order for the Eastside Diamond Hoppers. If they continue to have at-bats like that from 1 all the way through 9, it's going to be a trouble for the Unicorns. Let's see if they can answer coming in up in the bottom of the first.
So you got Todd Maddox coming up to the plate, who last week had an absolutely ridiculous week. I don't know if you
Absolutely,
remember.
yes. I actually hit with Todd Maddox and a bunch of the Hoppers. As you know, here in the USPBL, we do end up practicing sometimes together. And I talked to Todd, we talked to Noah, we talked to Joe Burke. And the big key for Todd was to cut his swing down and have better pitch selection. He's early in the season swinging a lot of off-speed pitches, but now he's really calmed down, and it seems to have found his own coming off that big 4-for-4 game with a lot of hits. Look for him to do some damage as well.
That one ruled a swing. Todd Maddox down 0-2 in the count. Carsey Walker's looking to get out of this one.
0-2 count here. 2 pitches definitely got ahead of him here. Let's see if Todd can settle down here and have a good AB. And the 0-2 pitch.
Gets him. Strike 3. That ends a long first for Carsey Walker and the Utica Unicorns.
Absolutely. Eastside Diamond Hoppers put up 2. We are at the bottom of the first here in Utica, Michigan. We'll be right back after this.
Throughout your life, from big moments to ones well earned, we're your financial guardian angel. Alliance Catholic Credit Union.
Slide into a new home. Work with a local mortgage pro who works for you. Get a cheaper, faster, easier home loan. Find a mortgage broker near you today at findamortgagebroker.com.
The Dave & Buster's method is designed to help you unlearn adulthood.
And reset our life around zapping stuff and cheering for stuff with your friends. Begin the method today with 5 free games. You know you want to.
Thank you for joining us back here at the USPBL Network. I'm Marcus Judd. We are here today. The Eastside Diamond Hoppers facing off of the Utica Unicorns. We are in the bottom of the first. Eastside Diamond Hoppers off to a good start with 2 runs early in the first inning against workhorse Carsey Walker and the Unicorns. See if the Unicorns can come back and respond here. I'm joined by Griffin. Griffin, you want to run down the defense for the Diamond Hoppers today?
Yes. Here's our three-dimensional services defensive lineup for the Eastside Diamond Hoppers. You got Joseph Califoot, Anthony Flores, and Brian Schellenbarger manning the outfield. Playing third base is Todd Maddox, shortstop Alex Pupp, second base Luis Acevedo, first base is Joe Burke, and behind the dish is Whit Hughes with Chris Kelly on the mound.
Absolutely. This defensive setup for the Eastside Diamond Hoppers is really one to watch. You have 2 of some of the best infielders in the league up the middle, and Alex Pupp and Luis Acevedo, along with freak athlete Anthony Flores in center field, who virtually can just run down anything.
And as you can see on the broadcast, it is starting to come down a bit. Curious to see
how long this holds up.
Yes, because right now it looks like it's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, and right now looking at everything, it doesn't look like it's going to hold up. Chris Kelly faces off against the Unicorns. Let's see if the Unicorns can bounce back offensively with the first pitch coming to Lucas Gooden.
First pitch, ruled a strike. Down 0-1 early against Lucas Gooden.
Yes, absolutely. It's going to be important for these Unicorns to stay aggressive. Regardless of what happened yesterday, stay aggressive and hunt the fastball.
That one misses just outside. Chris Kelly again comes at you with a sinker, a knuckle curveball, and a changeup.
Yes. And Chris Kelly is one of the best pitchers in the league, not only numbers-wise, but pitch-wise as well. His knuckle curve and his changeup come right off his fastball. Even if he doesn't have his fastball on, his mix of his pitches can really keep a team off balance.
The 1-1, fouled off by Lucas Gooden.
And as you see there, 3 straight off-speed pitches from Chris Kelly there. So look for a lot of off-speed to get the Unicorns. As we know in the past, Utica Unicorns have been a fastball-heavy hitter team. They hit the fastball. Whether it's 85, 95, 105, they can hit the fastball. So look to see a lot of off-speed from Chris Kelly.
The 1-2 misses low.
That's a good take
As
there.
you can see, this is already the second ball that the Diamond Hoppers have swapped out.
Yes, you even see Luke doing his gloves and bat, trying to make anything work to make stick. I wouldn't be surprised if we see the tarp come out soon here.
Yeah. As a former pitcher, I can tell you that a wet mound makes a huge difference.
Wet mound, yeah, it does. It does truly. And I even know it as an infielder, but I can only imagine how that plant leg can really affect your elevation of pitches.
Plant leg has a ton to do with your control and your command of your pitches. When you're slipping every single pitch.
Yep.
And it will get a little frustrating for Chris Kelly because Carsey Walker, for the most part, didn't have to deal with it. It started coming down in between innings.
Yep, absolutely. And I see, as you can see the mound, look how just clayed up it is. I really do think today is going to be a time where he works in his off-speed pitches in the rain, given the fact that he doesn't have that strong lower half to support his fastball tonight. Because Chris Kelly can get it up to anywhere from 92 to 94.
Another one fouled off by Gooden. We've seen some great at-bats early on in this one.
Absolutely. And that's a key for a lot of these hitters. And I'm not even sure if – yeah, it looks like it's getting tough out there. Let's see what they do. Let's see what they decide to do.
So you can see Chris Kelly already showing 7 pitches in, 6-7 pitches in, his frustration, trying to knock the dirt off his cleats, trying to maintain some control. And, a pitcher's behavior out there can absolutely influence whether a game gets postponed. What an umpire thinks.
Absolutely. And again, it's you have to look at it more than just what can happen in the game of baseball with the rain, with pitch command and solid contact and hold on to the bat, you got to think about the players, because it can get real dangerous real fast.
That one is skied. It's tailing foul but playable.
Let's see if you can make a play here, Todd. Beautiful play. Absolutely.
Play for the first out of the ball game.
That's concentration. As you know, as you're running toward that foul ball area, it's a lot of room, but also with the rain coming down, it's hard to see. That's phenomenal concentration there by third baseman Todd Maddox.
The umpires are going to have a conversation here. Field umpire pointing at the mound.
Yep.
And they are going to call him in.
Looks like we're going to go to a rain delay. It seems like, looking at the radar right now, hopefully we find a spot where we can open back up and resume play here in Utica, Michigan as the tarp comes on. So I just received confirmation we are going to go into a short rain delay. Hopefully it's a short rain delay. We'll see you guys back here on the USPBL network.
You hear about the promo that Jimmy's John's got going on? 5 off 20? How they pulling it off? Magic? You got David's Copperfields in there? Show yourself, Copperfields!
Jimmy John's. $5 off orders of 20 or more.
Slide into a new home. Work with a local mortgage pro who works for you. Get a cheaper, faster, easier home loan. Find a mortgage broker near you today at findamortgagebroker.com.
Throughout your life, from big moments to ones well-earned, we're your financial guardian angel. Alliance Catholic Credit Union.
The Dave & Buster's method is designed to help you unlearn adulthood.
And reset our life around zapping stuff and cheering for stuff with your friends. Begin the method today with 5 free games. You know you want to.
You dreamed of starting a company, not an HR department, but your business has grown fast, and so have the complexities of payroll and taxes, benefits administration, and other HR functions. That's why your business needs a professional employer organization like Tryon Solutions. Tryon provides businesses of all sizes access to top-tier healthcare and employee benefit plans. With Tryon, you don't have to grow it alone. Visit RelyOnTryon.com.
You can always rely on Tryon.
First State Bank is a locally owned and operated business. We're part of your community. At FSBCares.com, you'll find ways that we're making a difference by featuring locally owned and operated businesses, providing access to helpful financial resources, and engaging with community. FSBCares.com is part of our commitment to the neighborhood, because strong neighbors mean stronger communities.
Where good neighbors do great things.
Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
We're the financial champion of Michiganders. Whether you're a goal-getter or dream chaser, an empty nester, or up-and-comer, anyone in Michigan can bank with us. Michigan Schools and Government Credit Union.
We build roads, bridges, wind farms and pipelines, schools to skyscrapers. Our members create monuments. We operate. We're the operators and mechanics behind the advanced heavy machines that move Michigan forward. We maintain boilers and HVAC. Our members run the complex heating and cooling systems that we all depend on. Our training is second to none, and safety is our priority. We are Operating Engineers 324, and we keep Michigan running.
Throughout your life, from big moments to ones well earned, we're your financial guardian angel. Alliance Catholic Credit Union.
The Dave & Buster's method is designed to help you unlearn adulthood.
And reset our life around zapping stuff and cheering for stuff with your friends. Begin the method today with 5 free games. You know you want to.
Companies are competing for talent like never before. With the complexities of handling tasks like payroll, benefits administration, and other HR functions, it's easy to see how a professional employer organization like Tryon Solutions makes all the difference. Tryon empowers businesses of all sizes to attract and retain talent by offering access to top-tier healthcare and employee benefit plans. With Tryon, you don't have to grow it alone. Visit RelyOnTryon.com.
You can always rely on Tryon.
With a transforming world, we can see how drastically the world is heading towards automation. And so, we need 24/7 surveillance and security systems for our homes and businesses to avoid any theft or breach of privacy. JARPCOM brings the installation of security cameras to the tip of your fingers with our state-of-the-art mobile app. JARPCOM also provides surveillance monitoring of your entire property with flexible options that offer a dependable solution to be scaled to fit any domestic or commercial need. Contact JARPCOM today for a free estimate at 800-369-0374 or look us up on the web at jarpcom.com.
Fifth Third Extra Time helps you do you better. So kick back and relax. You have extra time to avoid overdraft fees. Fifth Third Extra Time. This is banking a Fifth Third better.
There are many things you can rely on in this world, like a sunny day brightening your mood, your mom baking the world's best apple pie, and never a dull moment in running your business. And when it comes to time-consuming HR tasks, you can rely on Tryon. Tryon can handle payroll and taxes, employee benefits, and more, so you can stay focused on attracting and retaining the best talent. With Tryon, you don't have to grow it alone. Visit RelyOnTryon.com.
You can always rely on Tryon.
We're for people, the pioneers, the underdogs, the players, and the slow and steadies. We're for people, for who they are and who they could become. Yes, we're a bank, and some say our business is all about money, but that's an old idea. Because look past the money, and you'll see real human lives. We see it, because we're for people. Huntington, welcome.
Slide into a new home. Work with a local mortgage pro who works for you. Get a cheaper, faster, easier home loan. Find a mortgage broker near you today at findamortgagebroker.com.
Jimmy John's Field is the perfect venue for birthday parties, summer picnics, company outings, and provides the best entertainment in Metro Detroit with great baseball all summer long. Spend your summer nights under the lights at Jimmy John's Field in historic downtown Utica.
They call me Prospects. Since the day I was born as a diver's watch, the challengers of the world have taught me many things. Life is not a numbers game. It's about challenging ourselves. No matter what happens, just follow your heart. These pioneers drive our generation forward, not by setting records, but by never giving up. Keep going forward. Prospects.
Available at Lucido Fine Jewelry.
You hear about the promo that Jimmy's John's got going on? 5 off 20? How they pulling it off? Magic? You got David's Copperfields in there? Show yourself, Copperfields!
Jimmy John's. $5 off orders of 20 or more.
Slide into a new home. Work with a local mortgage pro who works for you. Get a cheaper, faster, easier home loan. Find a mortgage broker near you today at findamortgagebroker.com.
You dreamed of starting a company, not an HR department, but your business has grown fast, and so have the complexities of payroll and taxes, benefits administration, and other HR functions. That's why your business needs a professional employer organization like Tryon Solutions. Tryon provides businesses of all sizes access to top-tier healthcare and employee benefit plans. With Tryon, you don't have to grow it alone. Visit RelyOnTryon.com.
You can always rely on Tryon.
First State Bank is a locally owned and operated business. We're part of your community. At FSBCares.com, you'll find ways that we're making a difference by featuring locally owned and operated businesses, providing access to helpful financial resources, and engaging with community. FSBCares.com is part of our commitment to the neighborhood because strong neighbors mean stronger communities.
Where good neighbors do great things.
Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
We're the financial champion of Michiganders. Whether you're a goal-getter or dream chaser, an empty nester, or up-and-comer, anyone in Michigan can bank with us. Michigan Schools and Government Credit Union.
We build roads, bridges, wind farms and pipelines, schools to skyscrapers. Our members create monuments. We operate. We're the operators and mechanics behind the advanced heavy machines that move Michigan forward. We maintain boilers and HVAC. Our members run the complex heating and cooling systems that we all depend on. Our training is second to none, and safety is our priority. We are Operating Engineers 324, and we keep Michigan running.
Throughout your life, from big moments to ones well earned, we're your financial guardian angel. Alliance Catholic Credit Union.
The Dave & Buster's method is designed to help you unlearn adulthood.
And reset our life around zapping stuff and cheering for stuff with your friends. Begin the method today with 5 free games. You know you want to.
Companies are competing for talent like never before. With the complexities of handling tasks like payroll, benefits administration, and other HR functions, it's easy to see how a professional employer organization like Tryon Solutions makes all the difference. Tryon empowers businesses of all sizes to attract and retain talent by offering access to top-tier healthcare and employee benefit plans. With Tryon, you don't have to grow it alone. Visit RelyOnTryon.com.
You can always rely on Tryon.
With a transforming world, we can see how drastically the world is heading towards automation. And so, we need 24/7 surveillance and security systems for our homes and businesses to avoid any theft or breach of privacy. JARBCOM brings the installation of security cameras to the tip of your fingers with our state-of-the-art mobile app. JARBCOM also provides surveillance monitoring of your entire property with flexible options that offer a dependable solution to be scaled to fit any domestic or commercial need. Contact JARBCOM today for a free estimate at 800-369-0374 or look us up on the web at jarbcom.com.
Fifth Third Extra Time helps you do you better. So kick back and relax. You have extra time to avoid overdraft fees. Fifth Third Extra Time. This is banking a Fifth Third better.
With a transforming world, we can see how drastically the world is heading towards automation. And so, we need 24/7 surveillance and security systems for our homes and businesses to avoid any theft or breach of privacy. JARBCOM brings the installation of security cameras to the tip of your fingers with our state-of-the-art mobile app. JARBCOM also provides surveillance monitoring of your entire property with flexible options that offer a dependable solution to be scaled to fit any domestic or commercial need. Contact JARBCOM today for a free estimate at 800-369-0374 or look us up on the web at jarbcom.com.
Fifth Third Extra Time helps you do you better. So kick back and relax. You have extra time to avoid overdraft fees. Fifth Third Extra Time. This is banking a Fifth Third better.
There are many things you can rely on in this world, like a sunny day brightening your mood, your mom baking the world's best apple pie, and never a dull moment in running your business. And when it comes to time-consuming HR tasks, you can rely on Tryon. Tryon can handle payroll and taxes, employee benefits, and more, so you can stay focused on attracting and retaining the best talent. With Tryon, you don't have to grow it alone. Visit RelyOnTryon.com.
You can always rely on Tryon.
We're for people, the pioneers, the underdogs, the players, and the slow and steadies. We're for people, for who they are and who they could become. Yes, we're a bank, and some say our business is all about money, but that's an old idea. Because look past the money, and you'll see real human lives. We see it, because we're for people. Huntington, welcome.
Slide into a new home. Work with a local mortgage pro who works for you. Get a cheaper, faster, easier home loan. Find a mortgage broker near you today at findamortgagebroker.com.
Jimmy John's Field is the perfect venue for birthday parties, summer picnics, company outings, and provides the best entertainment in Metro Detroit with great baseball all summer long. Spend your summer nights under the lights at Jimmy John's Field in historic downtown Utica.
They call me Prospects. Since the day I was born as a diver's watch, the challengers of the world have taught me many things. Life is not a numbers game. It's about challenging ourselves. No matter what happens, just follow your heart. These pioneers drive our generation forward, not by setting records, but by never giving up. Keep going forward. Prospects.
Available at Lucido Fine Jewelry.
Throughout your life, from big moments to ones well-earned, we're your financial guardian angel. Alliance Catholic Credit Union.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us back on the USPBL Baseball Network. I'm joined here with a good friend of mine, Griffin Novak. We're back again after a 30-minute rain delay here in Utica, Michigan. It seems to have cleared up pretty well. Grounds crew, sponsored by Scotts, did an amazing job getting the field back, prepped, and ready to go for the continuation of this ball game.
The ball game stopped in the bottom of the first inning with Chris Kelly on the mound. So he's going to get back out there. It can be difficult getting back in a groove after a rain delay as a pitcher.
Absolutely. You would know more knowledge about that. What was your preparation coming back from a rain delay?
Just get back loose. I mean, it's difficult because you don't want to overwork yourself. As a pitcher, pitchers are all about routines. So a rain delay is obviously a huge break in your routine.
Absolutely.
So having to warm up, be cold, sit in the dugout, and warm back up is a very difficult process.
Absolutely. As a hitter here, I would know that. I'm thinking he wants to get back ahead, trying to throw strikes, but he also may be down in velo. It could be all up in the air depending on how Chris Kelly feels out there on the mound, especially being muddy. Look for that to be an effect as well. Defense out there today, you know that the grass is going to be wet. We were unable to get the tarp on in time to stop the majority of the rain here in Utica, Michigan. But, like I said before, ground school did a heck of a job. The only problem is it's tough to dry grass.
Yes.
So grass is going to be definitely a factor. The outfield gets pretty saturated here in Utica, Michigan, but look for these outfielders. These outfielders are not uncommon to this rain here, so they should be able to play it well. But look for hopefully these infielders to take their time and make clean, accurate throws, given the fact that weather is definitely going to become a factor here. Leading off for the Utica Unicorns after the out number 1 by Lucas Gooden, flew out to Todd Maddox at third base. We have Nick Pastor, Felix Aberrett, and Josh Baker coming up 2, 3, and 4 here for the Unicorns.
The Diamond Hoppers took an early 2-0 lead in this game. Chris Kelly's looking to get back on the mound, shut the Unicorns down, and keep that momentum going. It's hard to keep momentum going through a rain delay, but that's exactly what he has to do.
Absolutely, and this is a good opportunity again to shift momentum into the Utica Unicorns way here. If I'm any of the guys getting in the box back against a guy who just had to get re-warmed up, I'm definitely swinging immediately. Do not get back behind in counts because then you just see more breaking balls as Nick gets ready for this 0-0 first pitch.
That one misses outside. The count will go to 1-0. And once again, just as a reminder, Chris Kelly comes at you with a sinker, a knuckle curveball, and a changeup.
Yeah, we haven't seen too much of his sinker. Looks like he seems to be down in velo. Maybe he's taking a little bit off trying to find the zone here, which I would expect, given the fact, again, muddy conditions, it's going to be hard to utilize his legs to his full potential.
2-0, catches the corner for a strike. Count moves to 2-1.
Again, phenomenal pitch there, coming back from a 2-0 deficit. Let's see if he can come back and throw some more strikes here. Already at 12 pitches at the second batter, Lucas had a very good at-bat to lead us off for the Unicorns.
That one catches the corner again. Count moves to 2-2.
He seems to have a lot of run on his fastball today. Look for these lefties to try and shoot backside. As Nick fouls that pitch off, comes to 2-2.
And I have to imagine that Chris Kelly's leash is going to be a little shorter today because of that rain delay.
Yes.
They might utilize that bullpen a little bit more.
It
looks like they have someone up in that bullpen active. So that ball is popped up and caught by the shortstop, Alex Pup. 2 down.
That's a tough go of it, elevation on that breaking ball. Probably just got a little bit under it.
As you can see, Diamond Hoppers have a guy up in the pen, getting ready. And this could be a bullpen day for the Diamond Hoppers. You don't want to work Chris Kelly too hard. You don't want to get him hot, cold, hot, cold.
Right. And again, that's something that can definitely have risk injury there. Coming in, going hot, going cold. So it's good for him to just, if I'm him, I'm just trying to find contact and hopefully defense can make some plays behind him. As Felix Aberrett gets ready for the first pitch of his AB.
That one misses.
Felix Aberrett coming in with a .333 batting average. Came in a little late, but he is looking to do some damage here.
Swing and a miss on that one. Count moves to 1-1. And if I remember correctly, Felix Aberrett had a fantastic first game in the USPBL.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Please, do me a favor. Don't remind me. Singles, doubles, scoring runs for his team, throwing runners out, doing everything he can to help his team win.
So that one goes about 58 feet, bounces to the plate. Count moves to 2-1. Looked like the knuckle curve there, which is a rarer pitch in baseball itself, especially in the USPBL.
Yes, it's a little harder pitch to control, but if you can get it, you can have multiple manipulations of that pitch. As Felix takes that ball inside, pushing it to a 3-1 count.
And Chris Kelly's a guy that controls his pitches very well. Doesn't walk a ton of people. That's what makes him very successful.
Absolutely, and sporting a knuckle curve, what people don't understand is that a lot of pitchers, if they have too much break, they can actually take some off of that, and having that knuckle adjustment will allow him to do so as long as conditions stay clean.
And Aberrett draws a walk there, and as I mentioned, Chris Kelly has pretty good command.
Yep.
So I have a feeling the rain, the mud, the dirt, that's all playing a factor in this one.
Absolutely. Now up to bat, Josh Baker. Josh Baker coming in today with sporting a .262 average with 4 home runs, 14 RBIs, and 22 hits. Definitely a guy that can change the dynamic of the game with one swing of the bat. We've seen it time and time again. As he swings at the first pitch. Right back at him, and that will end the first inning for us here in Utica, Michigan. We'll see you guys back in a bit as the Diamond Hoppers come in and try to get some more runs on the board. See you soon.
We're for people, the pioneers, the underdogs, the players, and the slow and steadies. We're for people, for who they are and who they could become. Yes, we're a bank, and some say our business is all about money, but that's an old idea. Because look past the money, and you'll see real human lives. We see it, because we're for people. Huntington, welcome.
The Dave & Buster's method is designed to help you unlearn adulthood and discover the funner you hidden within you. The you that doesn't think about adult things and stuff. Ashley, I don't want to hear anything about your car registration when we're at Dave & Buster's.
Okay.
The you want to be. Let the Dave & Buster's method illuminate you. Begin the method today with 5 free games. You know you want to.
Thank you for joining us back in USPBL Network. Marcus Judd here with Griffin Novak. We're coming back at the top of the second inning here for Carsey Walker, who hasn't thrown a pitch in well over an hour. Let's see how his preparation for warming back up to get pitch in this ball game so he can attack these hoppers.
Yeah, Marks, to be quite honest, I'm very surprised he's back out there. Because we were surprised that Chris Kelly was back out there, getting back warmed up. But Carsey, he's gone even longer.
Right. And that might actually be a good thing for Carsey. I mean, Carsey's not new to the pro level. He pitched here in the USPBL, pitched the Frontier League. Very experienced pitcher. He probably has a routine for situations like this. It's probably not his first rodeo. And on top of that, this is the Unicorns' 3rd game this week, back to back. So we do have a limited amount of arms coming out of the pen. So he's going to have to go longer into this game for his team because he'll have at least a 3 to 4 day rest.
Due up this inning, we got Anthony Flores, Alex Pup, and the catcher Whit Hughes. So Carsey, after a 35 pitch first, is going to look to try to get a short inning here. Is that one in there for strike 1?
Yeah, this is going to be very important for Carsey to get back on the roll and for his defense to make the plays behind him, get ahead in the count, pitch the contact, get your team in the dugouts and get you some runs.
That one bounces to the plate. Count moves to 1-1.
Really interested to see how he attacks this the rest of this AP.
That one, the slider misses out.
Haven't seen that one too much thrown to Flores. So it looks to me now that Carsey's finding a groove this season. Now he's going to start to mix up a lot more pitches. Early in the season, he was sinker relied heavy with just a slider. Now he's coming slider, curveball, and that heavy sinker. So look for him to continue to mix up these pitches against these Diamond Hoppers.
Once again, there's some gorgeous run on that sinker.
Absolutely. That's a 2-2 pitch. Swing. It looks like a foul ball. Foul ball in on the hands, it looks like. And again, like we talked about in the first inning, Diamond Hoppers did a phenomenal job of putting more pitches in his arm. But it's going to be tough. But you have to be able, as a Diamond Hopper team, to fight, get to the bullpen, and then put up a lot of runs. Let's see if the Unicorns can at least give Carsey some support here.
That ball is skied to right field, but it looks playable. And that is the first out of the inning.
Phenomenal read there by Machula not to get overexcited about that, but great play out there in the outfield. Now to bat, Alex Pup. Alex Pup is a USPBL favorite at shortstop. Batting 190, lower than usual, but he's starting to find his own in the last couple games. He has had some success with a few hits and phenomenal defense for his team.
His defense is absolutely ridiculous. He's a guy I love watching coming to the ballpark every day. So that one misses. Count moves to 1-0.
Yeah, he's got phenomenal defense. He has a phenomenal instinct. A lot of the things he can do without thinking.
As that one's fouled off by Alex Pup.
And Alex is such a humble guy. You know, when you talk to him on the field, when you're practicing, when we're all practicing together and we have conversations, you give him a compliment like, "Hey, good play, man." He goes, "You really think so? I appreciate it." He's just so humble, and that's what a part of his success as well in defense.
So that one misses. Alex Pup played his college ball at Air Force.
Yes, Air Force Academy. Actually, believe it or not, Alex actually played against Flores, whom of which was at the University of Nevada, and now they are teammates in the USPBL.
So one is grounded and through the left side. Alex Pups on with a base hit.
Yeah, it looked like it was a good attempt by third baseman Jared Weber. It just seemed as if it was hard for him to get his footing, and of course, it's not the driest of conditions out there, as we know from the rain we just got. But phenomenal attempt. Let's see what Whit Hughes can do. See if he can answer here for his Diamond Hoppers. Whit Hughes is another guy near the bottom of the order for the Diamond Hoppers. He's really starting to heat up 2 home runs in the past 2 weeks with a good amount of base hits. Look for him to stay aggressive. Good. Look for him to continue to go on his tear and bring that average up, as he's supporting the 200 average right now. But he has 2 home runs, which is good. He's getting in the groove, which is going to be good for his Diamond Hoppers down the stretch.
Alex Pup on the move. That ball's down and away. There will be no throw. Alex Pup takes second base with ease.
Phenomenal. Scouting report says if Carsey gets behind with the breaking ball or fastball, he won't tunnel the same pitch back to back unless he has that lead. So great decision making. I believe Pup went on the fact that he was backing up that slider from the fastball.
That ball's cut on and missed by Whit Hughes.
And one thing I will say, when you have a guy like Carsey, again, with that movement, you can't overswing. It's one of those things that you have to keep your hand on the ball. With a lot of these guys here in the league, with a lot of movement east, west, north, south, you have to stay on the baseball. You overswing, and it's going to be tough to make solid contact.
The 1-2. Popped up. Should be an easy play. Put away, 2 outs. No advance from Alex Pup at second base.
Yeah, those are tough. That brings up Luis Acevedo.
Back to the top of the lineup here.
I tell you, when it comes to humbleness, positivity, excitement, and all-around great human being, you have a full package in Luis Acevedo. Not only is he a good baseball player on the field, but he's a phenomenal person off the field.
That one, a breaking ball in there for strike 1.
Luis is actually from Caracas, Venezuela. A lot of the kids he played with, I myself actually played with in college. So actually small world. We gelled real together quick, and he's a phenomenal ball player.
Swing and a miss. Goes back to that slider there.
Yeah, that's a good pitch. I'm really interested to see here how Luis handles this 0-2 after back-to-back sliders. I don't know if I'd go back again with another slider, but with that swing, I might as well waste a pitch down and just to see if he can bite with two outs. And he backed it up again, 3 in a row.
He's able to foul that one off, though.
Yep. Again, 2 swings and a miss, and then a foul ball back. You don't want to come a fourth time unless you're trying to bury this pitch into the ground.
Do you think you changed the visual here?
Absolutely. I'm going fastball in, probably fastball in, get him on the hands. Don't allow his barrel to get extended. See what he can do.
Down and away. He went back to it for a fourth time.
4 in a row. You don't see that very often. And again, he's probably getting a bite here, but I'm not sure he's going to bite. Let's see what he can do.
So as you see the progression, 2 whiffs, then fouls one off, and is able to take one.
Everyone's having good at bats.
So I think you got it. You got to switch it up here if you're Carsey Walker.
See if he goes. Yep.
Able to foul that one off. Nice defensive swing there to stay alive by Luis Acevedo.
Exactly. Yep.
Carsey Walker now at 54 pitches.
It's a lot just to be in the second inning, and right now we see no activity in the Unicorns bullpen. I think he's going to have to ride it out to his pitch max. I want to say to save his arm, given it for the next week, I'd probably cap him at 80, 90 pitches.
Delivers. That one misses down and away.
Phenomenal composure by Luis as well. He's really starting to find his own. But I tell you again, folks, like we talked about all the time, for you young fans out there listening, anytime you're facing a guy with a good breaking ball, you want to find the angle in which to break. Because if you can find that angle, you can see it consistently for balls or strikes.
So that one's lined into right field.
It is. And he's going to
Pop is coming around third base.
Probably hit your cut here. Nothing you can do. Phenomenal at bat. Luis Acevedo fighting, taking good pitches, fouling off pitches, getting a base hit backside off the sinker in, found enough barrel to punch it through, scoring a run. Diamond Hoppers are now up 3-0 with 2 outs and a dangerous bat in Noah Marcoux coming up to the plate. I like his walk-up song.
I do a lot.
Girls are players too.
That is excellent. That is excellent.
I can sing a little bit.
Yeah, you can.
I really can.
I know you can.
Nah, I'm lying.
Acevedo on the move.
Still on the first one. Let's see what he got. Tough throw. He's in safe with a stolen base off the first pitch. Now we have another runner in scoring position for the Eastside Diamond Hoppers. Let's see if Noah Marcoux can come in clutch here and get his team another run. As we have looks like Nick Caruso is going to come out and talk to Carsey. See if he can settle down. See if he can have him settle down, find a barrel, and pitch to an out.
Like you said, the Unicorns don't have a ton of resources in their pen. There's still no one up in that pen. So they're going to rely on Carsey Walker to eat some innings here, get some more work done, because you don't have that many resources to go to.
No, you don't. And even if you do, a lot of your guys who do get warm are probably going to be down in velocity from pitching, maybe have some soreness. So we'll see how the Unicorns react and how Carsey really dials in here and become a dog for his staff as he goes to second pitch to Noah Marcoux, the 1-0.
That is line. Catches Carsey
See if Donovan,
Walker.
That's a tough break. Line drive off Carsey Walker. Base hit for Noah Marcoux. Unfortunate, but fortunate that he got enough of it to keep it in the infield.
He appears to be okay, which is a good thing. It doesn't look like they're going to go check on him.
No, he looks like he's good. Checking out his hand. I think it caught his glove.
Russo gives him the thumbs up. He's okay. It's good news.
That's a tough one. Again, like we said before, aggressiveness is going to be key against a guy like Carsey Walker. Having confidence in the box is going to be very, very important. And it's going to be tough, you know. Noah Marcoux, 99-mile-an-hour off the bat, line drive, tough to get out of the way.
Slider, beautiful slider against Joe Burke with it.
Yeah, you got a guy on the bump with those a slider that breaks 20 inches. No way, shape, or form is it easy to make contact.
That'll play,
there.
Marcus.
Absolutely. Let's see if Joe Burke can come up for his Diamond Hoppers and punch across another run.
That one spiked about 58 feet.
Yep.
Good block by Felix back behind the dish. Keep runners where they are.
Absolutely. And yes, we know Joe Burke swung at the first pitch, but seeing that pitch and understanding the height of that curveball was allowing him to take that pitch with ease without even having to take a swing across.
That's why I like Joe Burke. We saw he had a fantastic at-bat early in this game, and his discipline is a huge reason why.
Absolutely. And I'm telling you right now, the two biggest ABs so far, regardless of the base hits or that's another hit by Joe Burke. These guys are absolutely on a tear. Another hit by Joe Burke pushes across another one. 4-0 Diamond Hoppers with the man, the myth, the legend, Bryant Schellenbarger coming up to play. And I'll tell you now, Griff, that 2, 3, 4, that 1, 2, that top of the lineup for the Diamond Hoppers is tough to face. 1 through 5, we'll see how it works. It seems that we have action in the bullpen. It looks like the Utica Unicorns have somebody up warming up.
Looks like Andrew Huffman is up, getting ready, just stretching for now, not throwing yet.
Yeah, but if I'm Andrew, if I'm Nick Caruso or Skip Johnson, I'm telling Hoffman to get ready quick.
Yes.
Carsey's approaching 70 pitches. He's getting hit around right now. Not hitting too hard, but he's getting hit around. As Shelley takes that pitch, it's going to be important for Andrew to get ready quick and be ready to rock and roll so he can give Carson help. Hopefully Carson get out of his with limited damage to pass it off. The 1-1.
Swing and a miss. That slider remains beautiful. I know he's given up 4 runs, but the breaking stuff looks very good, Marcus.
It does, and it's unfortunate too. But again, with a Diamond Hoppers lineup like this, you have to expect runs to be given, no matter how good your pitcher is. These guys are swinging a hot bat, building confidence, winning ball games. As the 1-2 comes, and he takes high. It's important for these Hoppers to continue to swing the bat, but it's also important for the Unicorns to relax and let the game come to them offensively. They can't press. This is the 3rd time this week they've been behind, so it's important for them to really battle and have better ABs.
Garcia delivers the 2-2. Another one misses. Bryant Schellenbarger works a full count here. Runners on first and second and 2 outs.
Yep, looks like the runners will be in motion here. 3-2, 2 outs, runners in motion. Ball 4, everyone's safe. Base hit could be something serious. We'll see how everything reacts as Carsey gets set for the 3-2.
That one is also
base hit up the middle. You got to send him on that one. You got to send him. See what he got. See what he got. And a base hit advance on the throw to second. Bryant Schellenbarger comes in yet again. That 1, 2, 3, 4 punch by the Eastside Diamond Hoppers give them an additional 3 runs in the top of the 2nd inning off of a very, very good pitcher on the mound, and Carsey Walker.
And that's excellent work by Shelley over there to get to second base on that play, to see
Absolutely.
the throw, to see that throw get through into advance to second base. And now you got guys on second and third with two outs as opposed to first and third. You stay out of that force play.
Yep.
You got an additional guy in scoring position.
Yep.
That is heads-up base running by Shelley there.
Absolutely.
That one misses outside.
And I do want to mention that. That decision by Shelley to take second base and take the double play out of order. Granted, there's 2 outs, but let's just say there were less than 2 outs, and he doesn't advance. He kept the double play in order. Defense has to know. Got to keep that throw down as Califoot takes a 2-0 breaking ball high and away for a ball. It's important for outfielders to keep the throw low, Griff. On that play there, yes, you may have gotten a Noah Marcoux at home plate, but all in all, with that throw there, he's probably going to score. Wet grass, slow ball, anything can happen with a slow. Get the ball into a cutoff, keep the split. Now we have an opportunity to have an out at second and first base.
And Felix Everett making his way out to the mound to meet with Carsey Walker. Perhaps to buy some time for Andrew Huffman to warm up over the Unicorns bullpen. It looks like an accelerated session, like he's trying to get ready.
Yeah, he's trying to get ready
as fast as possible.
Absolutely. But again, like we say, when you have good at-bats, things happen. Regardless of how you look at it, if you strike out after having 12 pitches, you put in pitches in his arm to set up stuff for later in the game.
Down 3-0.
Yeah, if I'm Califoot right now, sporting a 5-run lead, man on second and third, I'm green lighting all the way.
Green light, you think?
Green light, 2 outs, 3-0. Lefty, pull the baseball, get the ball in the outfield, 2 runs are scoring.
You know you're getting a fastball too.
And if you get a ball, you walk, just like that.
There it is. So I'd be curious if Huffman's ready, and it looks like Nick Caruso is going to make his way out to the mound and make the change. Andrew Huffman will be coming into the game. Carsey Walker will be coming out.
71 pitches, 5 runs given up, 7 hits, a few strikeouts. Not a bad day for Carsey, just the dice did not roll in his favor. A lot of foul ball pitches leading into missed pitches, into base hits. And that's not much you can do. Andrew Hoffman's going to be coming in for the Utica Unicorns, looking to shut down the Diamond Hoppers' stampede of barrels here in the beginning stages of this ball game. We'll be right back after this break.
Fifth Third Extra Time helps you do you better. So kick back and relax. You have extra time to avoid overdraft fees. Fifth Third Extra Time. This is banking a Fifth Third better.
There are many things you can rely on in this world, like a sunny day brightening your mood, your mom baking the world's best apple pie, and never a dull moment in running your business. And when it comes to time-consuming HR tasks, you can rely on Tryon. Tryon can handle payroll and taxes, employee benefits, and more, so you can stay focused on attracting and retaining the best talent. With Tryon, you don't have to grow it alone. Visit RelyOnTryon.com.
You can always rely on Tryon.
We're for people, the pioneers, the underdogs, the players, and the slow and steadies. We're for people, for who they are and who they could become. Yes, we're a bank, and some say our business is all about money, but that's an old idea. Because look past the money, and you'll see real human lives. We see it, because we're for people. Huntington, welcome.
Thank you for joining us back at the USPBL Network. I'm here with Griffin Novak. We're here watching Andrew Hoffman come in support for the Utica Unicorns. Thank you for joining us at YouTube. We have a very special guest watching at home. Looks like Griffin's cat has made
That
the
is Smokey
broadcast.
Joe. That is Smokey Joe,
Smokey
everyone.
Joe is here watching the game.
Say hi to my cat at home, my family at home. Thank you very much, Marcus.
Huge shout out to Kara and the crew for incorporating Smokey Joe in today's broadcast.
That made my year.
As Todd Maddox steps in the box against Andrew Hoffman with 2 outs and bases
That was
loaded.
fantastic.
As he takes the first pitch for a strike. How you like that? You like
That made my year, Marcus.
Isn't it? First day on the broadcast.
It's good enough going
and
home to
Smokey
see him
Joe-
at my house, but to see him at work,
different.
That's why we do it, Marcus. That's why we do it. That face right there.
The 0-1 pitch. Wow, big breaker for strike 2 there. Hoffman's going to be coming in anywhere from 92 to 93. Maybe low in velo because he didn't get a chance to warm up fully, but he's going to be supporting that fastball, a heavy, heavy fastball, high spin rate. Guys are going to have to get the barrel out in front with a good breaking ball. As the 0-2 comes.
Fouled off.
Like I said, look at it. I'm already starting to see it now, Griff. You're talking about the composure with these diamond hoppers. Look how relaxed he just fouled off a breaking ball that broke close to 18 inches.
What I love about Hoffman is his fastball, especially.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, people talk about hitters, especially the illusion of the ball rising.
Yes.
His is 99th percentile in this league for vertical break on his fastball. Is that one's fouled off?
Absolutely, and one can attest. I've faced Hoffman. Only faced him one time this year. He has gotten me with a strikeout. But in all seriousness, he did have some. He did have about 6 inches of run, and it was 94 at the letters. So I gotta tip my hat sometimes. As he comes in set for the 0-2.
There's that fastball.
That fastball at 93 up and in to end the top of the second. Let's see if the Unicorns can come back and put some on the board to give their pitcher some support. Smokey Joe, appreciate you.
Smokey Joe.
As we go to break here at the USPBL Network, we'll see you guys soon.
We're for people, the pioneers, the underdogs, the players, and the slow and steadies. We're for people, for who they are and who they could become. Yes, we're a bank, and some say our business is all about money, but that's an old idea. Because look past the money, and you'll see real human lives. We see it, because we're for people. Huntington, welcome.
There are things you can rely on in this world, like your dog being happy to see you, coffee getting you through the day, and the government changing business regulations. And when it comes to navigating those regulations, you can rely on Tryon and its team of attorneys. Tryon can also tackle time-consuming HR tasks like payroll and employee benefits, so you can stay focused on growing your business. With Tryon, you don't have to grow it alone. Visit RelyOnTryon.com.
You can always rely on Tryon.
They call me Prospects. Since the day I was born as a diver's watch, the challengers of the world have taught me many things. Life is not a numbers game. It's about challenging ourselves. No matter what happens, just follow your heart. These pioneers drive our generation forward, not by setting records, but by never giving up. Keep going forward. Prospects.
Available at Lucido Fine Jewelry.
Thank you for joining us back here at the USPBL Network. We have a word from our sponsors, Bell's Brewery. When it's time for baseball, it's time for beer. Two Hearted Ale has been named the #1 beer in America for the past 4 years by members of the American Home Brewers Association. Play ball with the best. Two Hearted Ale, the iconic American IPA from Bell's Brewery, Comstock, Michigan. Please drink responsibly.
Now it looks like we got a new pitcher on the mound for the Eastside Diamond Hoppers, Kyle Dalton, who's a little bit newer in this league. Sports a four-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and a curveball as well.
Yes, I haven't faced Hoffman quite of yet. I've seen him pitch in the past. Not too bad of a pitcher. It's important for the Diamond Hoppers again to continue to play good defense behind him as he pitches to this Unicorn lineup. Leading off, FAMU alumni Jared Weber. Jared Weber had an amazing stint over at Florida A&M University where he belted over 40 home runs over his tenure there.
Very impressive.
Absolutely. Let's see if he can come in strong for his Unicorns as he first pitch takes down for a ball. Again, if I'm the Unicorns here, I'm still staying aggressive. Early in the ball game, a lot of ball game left. You have to swing your way out of it. Phenomenal take there, phenomenal take. And again, a guy that you haven't seen in a while, which in Hoffman, actually they have never seen him. It's not a bad idea to take some pitches, but if it is in a zone, definitely want to be aggressive.
This is where you got to score a run here. You got to get your team back in this. You can't lose in the dugout. You can't lose the dugout.
No, you can't.
I'm sure you know where if you go down early,
absolutely.
Stay down.
Baseball, again, is a mental game, but it also, what you don't know is that, nobody meant to give up 5 hits, 5 runs, 7 runs, whatever it may be. Nobody means to give up hits. Nobody means to make mistakes. But you can mean to be a good teammate or a bad teammate. You can have that decision whether or not to be positive or to be negative, to look at it as an opportunity to come back as opposed to as a deficit.
And that one is lined but fouled down the third base line.
Smoked down the line. 100 off the bat. Hope that one come fair. Let's see if he can bear back in here on a 2-2 count with no outs. The rain so far here in Michigan has slowed down. It looks like it's holding up. We still have cloudy, no sun quite of yet, but it looks to be holding up as the pitch 2-2. Taking breaking ball inside. Is that the first or second break ball we've seen? Decent breaking ball. If I'm the Unicorns, I'm cutting off all breaking balls until I get 2 strikes. I want nothing but a fastball so I can find a barrel and pass it off to the next guy.
Misses.
Ball 4, we'll take that. Phenomenal at bat. Phenomenal at bat by Jared Weber to fight. 6-pitch at bat, draw a walk. Great job as Philip Matulia comes up to plate. Phenomenal left-handed bat. In his debut here in the USPBL 2 days ago, sparked up a bunch of hits, a triple, a base hit, really doing some decent offense for his team. Let's see if he can help his team here as well in the middle of this Unicorn lineup. takes the first pitch. Looks like a pitch clock violation.
And instead will be 1-0. That's frustrating. You throw a good pitch, you think you get ahead.
And it's ball.
But the violation.
He didn't have it, didn't get it out in time. Again, for you viewers out there that don't know, the USPBL is implemented, apologies, as Phillip grounds out, not in time to get the double play. It'll be a unassisted by Joe Burke. But like we were saying before, as Angel Diaz comes up to plate with 1 out, man on second base here in the bottom of the second. Pitch clock plays in a factor for both. Looks like we have some discussion here. Again, umpires are gathering. Is that maybe a pitch clock violation or a foul ball? I'm thinking maybe he hit it in the box there, Griffin.
I'm not sure what this is about.
I want to see if it was. I want to see if it hit in the box. But fans, from my knowledge, if the ball starts in foul, comes back in fair before it passes, it is an out, as it was. So it seems that they were under the expectation that the ball was foul, then proceeded back in fair territory. If the ball is foul and creeps back in fair before it crosses first base, either on the ground or in the air, it is ruled in play, as Joe Burke made the play you saw there.
It looked fair to me, Marcus. And that's going to be a hard one to overturn anyway.
Absolutely.
Like if Nick Caruso has a complaint, we don't have
a three-man team to be able to do that. It's a hard read for Sal over there, Mr. Umpire now. As he connects, but not enough to land. Angel Diaz down with a routine fly ball to left field. Califoot with a decent play there. Patrick Baggett comes up to plate with a man on second base with 2 outs. Hopefully he can drive a ball in. When I tell you, Griff, a guy who has had the most unfortunate of ABs, it's got to be Patrick Baggett.
I love him in his discipline. I love Patrick Baggett.
Absolutely right.
I love watching him play.
Yeah,
he reminds me of a Robbie Grossman, if you're familiar with the baseball. Yeah. He just takes phenomenal at-bats. And like I said, a lot of them don't pan out well, but he works pitches. He has fantastic at-bats. Drawing pitches is something that is so valuable, that is kind of an immeasurable value.
Yes, there are a few different guys in the league that are amongst the top of contact rate. The interns here at the USPBL do a phenomenal job of having statistics for hitters and scouts across other leagues and organizations that help these guys get to the next level past the USPBL. And one is contact rate with strikes inside the zone. Patrick Baggett, Donovan Curiel, Ben Wilcoxon, and myself, actually I didn't know this until last week, have some of the highest contact rates of balls inside the strike zone, which is phenomenal for a coach to understand what a guy can do for their lineup and putting him in different situations and positions. As Patrick Baggett gets ready for the 2-0.
So that one is taken.
That's a phenomenal pitch.
We talk about the phenomenal eye as well.
Absolutely. If I'm Pat here, I'm taking 100%. Make him throw me another strike. I know as a hitter I can hit with 2 strikes. Let's see if he can bear down and throw me 3 in a row.
So that one is grounded.
As he swings a 3-0. I probably wouldn't have gave myself the green light on that one. But
no.
As we end the bottom of the second, Eastside Diamond Hoppers still up 5-0. We'll see you guys in the third. Be right back.
First State Bank is a locally owned and operated business. We're part of your community. At fsbcares.com, you'll find ways that we're making a difference by featuring locally owned and operated businesses, providing access to helpful financial resources, and engaging with community. fsbcares.com is part of our commitment to the neighborhood because strong neighbors mean stronger communities. Where good neighbors do great things. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Fifth Third Extra Time helps you do you better. So kick back and relax. You have extra time to avoid overdraft fees. Fifth Third Extra Time. This is banking a Fifth Third better.
We're the financial champion of Michiganders. Whether you're a goal getter or dream chaser, an empty nester, or up-and-comer, anyone in Michigan can bank with us. Michigan Schools and Government Credit Union.
Thank you for joining us back here on USPBL Network. I'm Marcus Judd, alongside Griffin Novak. We're here against Utica Unicorns facing off against the Eastside Diamond Hoppers here in the top of the third. Diamond Hoppers lead 5-0, having 7 hits and just phenomenal ABs today to start the game so far, Griff.
Props to the fans for sticking it out through the rain delay.
Oh, absolutely. Huge shout out to all the fans here. We have a decent capacity here in Utica, Michigan. Regardless of the weather, I will tell you this. Earlier this season, Griff, we had a game against, I believe it was the Mammoths, actually, a fireworks game. We had started a game, and then it got rained out. We didn't even get to start the game until after the fireworks. First pitch was at like 10:05, and we had about 700 fans still in, getting rowdy at 11 o'clock at night.
I remember that game.
Amazing.
It was phenomenal. USPBL fans are phenomenal.
As Anthony Flores steps up, leading off the top of the third against Andrew Hoffman. Here's the 0-0. Curveball down, swung and miss by Anthony Flores.
We got Hoffman back out there. He's got an electric fastball, if you didn't hear us talking about him last half inning.
As he gets ready for the 0-1.
That ball is skied into center field.
Swing. Just got under that one. It looked like he saw it out of the hands. Just couldn't get on top of it, drive it. As the first out, Nick Pastor.
And any play in the outfield today is going to have an additional level of difficulty because of how slippery the outfield is.
Yes, one bad first step, and it is tough. The biggest thing I can say for these outfielders, as Alex Pup steps up with 1 out to face Andrew Hoffman, I would definitely say take it easy on your first step. Get a good read, but don't push it too hard, because if you slip and fall, a single can turn into an inside the park.
Alex Pup with a good take on the first pitch there. First at bat, a nice swing. Lined it into left for a single.
Yeah, Alex Pup's really starting to come into his own. I'm really looking forward to seeing how he finishes off the rest of the season for his team.
Ball is taken way outside.
2-0 count here. Again, Diamond Hoppers must stay heavy as that ball gets caught in the padding there. You don't see that often.
And, oh, there you go. Whit Hughes is able to pluck it out.
Yeah, he's probably not new to it. Catching back there, he's probably seen it before. 2-0 count for Alex Pup. Let's see how this bat goes. Takes a 3-0 high. If I'm Pup here, I'm taking all the way. There's no point. You're up by 5. You're already having good at-bats.
You know, you're getting a fastball. Gives
Absolutely.
you a chance to see it in an additional time.
Absolutely.
You earned this. You earned a chance to see it. That one misses. So it gives Whit Hughes a chance with a guy on base, and you also put an excellent base runner in Alex Pup, who had a stolen base earlier in the game.
Absolutely. He's definitely a stolen base threat. He has a few stolen bases on this season. If I'm him, wet conditions, if I can find a dry spot in that base path, wet ball, slippery, I may push it here, especially if Hoffman goes with a high leg kick. I may try to get in scoring position. Base hit will score me. If not, a base hit here will push me first or third with his speed.
You got to think Huffman's going to be thinking about getting back in the zone. As that one is skied, maybe playable.
First pitch swinging. Gooden calls off Felix, it looks like. Oh, good play there.
Great catch.
That was almost not a good one, but phenomenal concentration by Gooden to come down with that ball for the second out of the inning. Luis Acevedo steps up to plate with Alex Pup on first with 2 outs. See if he can continue to have this 2-out rally here for the Eastside Diamond Hoppers. Already a 2-for-2 day with 2 base hits, an RBI, and a run scored.
Third inning, already hit him for the 3rd time. That's how you know it's a good day for your team.
Yeah, absolutely.
Andrew Huffman comes set.
The 0-0.
It's like that one is grounded to third base. It is mishandled, but
phenomenal concentration there. Bobbled it, stayed focused, made an accurate, strong throw to first base to get in plenty of time. And that, folks, is the 5th third out of the game, sponsored by 5th Third Bank. And with that 5th third out, we have JJ. And there's JJ, Waterboy, sponsored by Michigan First Credit Union. Always make sure our umpires are hydrated and ready to go. Now he gets a treat to fuel him for the rest of the game. I tell you, to be able to have a dog like JJ at your ballpark is really something special. We'll be right back after this commercial, folks.
Companies are competing for talent like never before. With the complexities of handling tasks like payroll, benefits administration, and other HR functions, it's easy to see how a professional employer organization like Tryon Solutions makes all the difference. Tryon empowers businesses of all sizes to attract and retain talent by offering access to top-tier healthcare and employee benefit plans. With Tryon, you don't have to grow it alone. Visit RelyOnTryon.com.
You can always rely on Tryon.
Jimmy John's Field is the perfect venue for birthday parties, summer picnics, company outings, and provides the best entertainment in Metro Detroit with great baseball all summer long. Spend your summer nights under the lights at Jimmy John's Field in historic downtown Utica.
And we're back here, USPBL Network. Again, I'm Marcus Judd, brought to you here with Griffin as Hoffman gets ready to set up again against the Utica Unicorns. Down by 5 runs here. Let's see if the Utica Unicorns can come back and put some good at-bats together and score some runs. It's been a tough go of it for the Unicorns as of this week. Right now, down 5 runs, but this offense at any given moment is geared and ready to put up a lot of runs if they can have better ABs as a team with a phenomenal guy leading off the inning in Donovan Curiel. Let's see if Donovan can get on base for his Unicorns and do something special to help his team get back in this ball game. He steps in for the 0-0 here. Let's see how Hoffman handles these Unicorns in the bottom of the 3rd. He takes the first pitch. As strike 1. As Hoffman gets ahead in the count. Dalton. My apologies. Dalton. My apologies. Gets ahead in the count against Donovan. And the 0-1. Skied in the air. High, right side. Joe Burke calling, camped. And that's the first out of the inning. Smiles all around. Oh, I'm definitely going to talk to Luis about that throw.
Did he struck it into right or
Absolutely.
left?
Launched it.
Oh, yeah.
Phenomenal smile. Great play by Joe Burke. Luis gets it, sails it. We're going to have a talk later.
So it's phenomenal vibes.
Yeah.
Phenomenal vibe there. When you make a good play, throw it around the infield to keep the spirits up, and then you chuck it into left field.
Oh, I can't.
Someone's got to go get it. Everybody sees it.
You don't feel as bad when you're winning, but when you're down 30 runs, it's a problem.
Trying to get the momentum back, trying to get some, yeah, not good.
As Gooden takes the first pitch, curveball over for strike 1. That's a good take. I'm not swinging. I would not want to swing at that curveball first pitch.
No, so when you see a breaking ball,
yes,
first pitch.
Yep.
Are you auto taking? Are you what's
No, it actually depends. So, I can different ball players have different approaches. My approach is not to seek what pitch to hunt a pitch, because at any given moment you have a guy who can throw in the 90s and break off a slider that looks exactly like a fastball, and it's not. So I like to sit location. So granted, do I want a off-speed pitch first pitch? Yes and no. If it's a get me over where I'm looking and that pitch little out, called strike 1 and 2 count here for Lucas Gooden. Me personally, I'm hunting plate by plate, outer third or inner third, seeing balls, blowing it, making him come down. It just depends on the situation.
So that one is grounded to Alex Pop over at short.
Right at him. Clean play across.
And can they throw it around cleanly? It looks like they can.
All right, we have 2 outs here. Coming up, Nick Pastor. See if he can get on with 2 outs and give his team a rally. Get going.
You got a quick 2 outs there for Dalton.
Yes. We're hopefully the Unicorns can do the same coming up in the top of the 4th against a tough Diamond Hoppers team right now.
In a game where your starter came out in the first because of the rain delay, this is very big by Kyle Dalton here.
Absolutely.
Swing and a miss. Great breaking ball there.
Right.
Got
and
Pastor.
again, like we talked about, 2 different at-bats just now. Lucas took the first curveball, and Pastor swing at the first curveball. It seems the approaches are a little different for the Unicorns, batter to batter, but they have to start to gel as a team and figure out, okay, what are we going to eliminate? What are we going to swing at? And let's see what we can do. Because right now, yes, you can hunt curveball, but my opinion is if it's not elevated, if it's not up, take it all the way.
So you got 2 more strikes to work with.
Absolutely. And Dalton isn't a guy that's going to overpower you with a fastball. So in that regard, I personally would see curveball up, sit on the fastball, and wait until I get 2 strikes to really take a hack at that curveball, unless it's a get me over that I can take and drive for a base hit.
That one misses. Pastor's down 1-2. Quick 2 outs for Kyle Dalton here. He's looking to wrap it up.
Absolutely. It's actually good for the Diamond Hoppers to save some of their back-end bullpen. Let's see if the 1-2 pitch here.
That ball is rocketed.
Crushed. Oh, good job by Schellenbarger to keep the ball in front after slipping the throw over to first. Not in time to get Pastor.
We talk about that slippery outfield. That was an impossible play to make. He tried to commit to it. He had absolutely no balance there. Looks like he's okay out there and right.
Big smiles from Brian Schellenbarger.
Excellent job of blocking it up.
Yeah, absolutely. At the end of the day, that's all you can do when you fall like that. Because, like I said, that easily could have been a ball that gets past him in a stand-up triple. So
that's
great job
right
by Shelley to keep it in front. For you folks who don't know, USPBL the home team gets a beer batter of the game. What that is right now, Felix Aberret, the beer batter of the game, sponsored by Bell's Brewery. If Felix in his first 3 at-bats gets a hit here in Jimmy John's Stadium, the fans will be able to buy a $5 beer.
That's always good.
Definitely awesome at a ball game. Not that I have done that, Dad, if you are listening. At the 1-0, he comes set.
Just fouled off.
Fouled off again. It seems to me that the approach here is to just swing out of their slump.
You got plenty of time to get runs on the board.
Yes, bottom of the 3rd, rain delay, so time is anywhere right now, as we don't necessarily know the game time per se on field. But on the Unicorns, I'm just going to keep swinging out of it.
That ball is skied into right field. Schellenbarger under it. Will make the 3rd out.
And that'll be the end of the 3rd. No hit, one hit, no runs for the Unicorns. Still 5-0 ball game. We go into our break. We'll see you guys soon.
What are the odds that we're neighbors, where you've known each other our whole lives, and both tear the exact same things in this exact same knee?
So an ACL tear is an injury to the main stabilizing structure of the knee.
You want a good team around you, because then you know that what you're doing is going to help you in the long run.
My message to everyone who's helped me, thank you so much, because you guys helped me progress so much.
Also hearing it from a friend that's went through the exact same thing, I think sort of helps that know that there's a bright side at the end.
Thank you for coming back and joining us here on the USPBL Network. Marcus Judd here with Griffin Novak. We are in the top of the 4th here. In the USPBL, the Eastside Diamond Hoppers are facing off the Utica Unicorns. Eastside Diamond Hoppers had a phenomenal first 2 innings, putting up 5 runs on 7 hits, unanswered by the Utica Unicorns. Let's see if Hoffman can settle down here and throw strikes and get the Unicorns back into the dugout to score some runs for him.
He's done a phenomenal job of keeping them right where they are.
Absolutely. And He's right now, it looks like he's only sporting a 2-pitch mix, fastball, curveball, but it's working. So he really needs to attack these hitters and pretend like that 5-0 deficit isn't even there. You have to be able to come out from this rain delay and just pound the zone with confidence. It is if you pitch with confidence and conviction and your defense sees that, maybe it'll spark some for the offense.
Yeah, Huffman entered this game with 2 outs in the top of the 2nd inning, was able to get that out with the bases loaded. That's a difficult job for a relief pitcher to come in with the bases loaded and get out of it. Did a huge job there and threw a scoreless inning in the 3rd, and now he's back out here for the 4th.
As Noah Marcoux gets set for the 1-0. Now 2-0. Back-to-back fastballs for balls there. But absolutely, you know, coming in a situation. But Hoffman's is not new to coming in out of relief in a big situation. He's one of their best pitchers back at his school and college, and he sees now he's having definite success here in the USPBL.
That ball is fouled out of play by Noah Marcoux.
Going to 2-1 count here. I'm really interested to see how he goes and attacks these rest of the lineup because he's going to be facing this lineup for a 2nd time here soon. Really interested to see how he reacts here.
And Marcus, how much of a difference does it make facing a guy a 2nd time?
A huge difference. It's a huge difference, especially if you have at-bats like Noah Marcoux and Califoot and Joe Burke. Now, granted, this is a different pitcher, but let's just say we're facing the same guy who threw, and I had an 11-pitch at-bat. If you show me every single pitch that you have, and I have to face you 2 or 3 times, I'm now at an advantage. I'm now at an advantage as a time was called and given to Noah Marcoux, so that will be a no-pitch, a repeat of a 2-2 count there.
Seemed like a very late granted timeout there.
Yeah, it's discretionary. It's kind of tough there. In my opinion, if I'm Hoffman, I'm taking my sweet time. You calling time, I'm going to take my time. Because now it's on me when I want to start.
It's also pretty dangerous to call that timeout when the pitcher's in motion.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely dangerous.
That's why a lot of guys just let it fly.
And I'm glad he did.
They let it fly?
I'm glad he did.
You try to stop that motion, that violent motion, because you are
happen.
giving 100% every pitch. Stopping that motion.
Dangerous. As
and
he vicious curveball down there down goes Noah Marcoux. That's a tough pitch. It starts chest high, ends up in the dirt. That's something that's hard to pick up.
Looks like everything's working for Huffman right now. The fastball's looking excellent. The breaking ball, which he just got Marcoux with there, looking excellent as well.
Yep. As a red-hot Joe Burke steps in the plate. 1 for 2 on the day with an RBI and a base hit earlier in the game. Let's see how he comes back against Hoffman.
But that 1 for 2, that 11-pitch at-bat, which led to more run scoring, knocking Carsey Walker out of the game in the 2nd inning.
Absolutely.
Those are the things you don't look at. You can't see on the box score.
He takes that high for a strike. Tough take there. I probably wouldn't have swung either myself. Either which way, he saw the angle. He knows if it drops below that or at that, I may have to pull the trigger.
That ball misses away.
There it is. Joe Burke with a league-leading 7 home runs.
Absolutely phenomenal season.
And 3 of them just in the past week and a half. He is red hot. Hopefully he can help these Diamond Hoppers continue on this streak. He gets ready for the 1-1.
Ball swung and missed. The breaking ball looking excellent from Hoffman.
Yep, when you back it off after that fastball, it's tough to pull the trigger. But you have to see it up. That's the biggest thing. You have to see it up. My best suggestion, if I'm facing Hoffman, is to see it out of the hands. That is one thing that you can do when facing Hoffman, because he does rear back and get it above his head before his torso turns open. So that is a good thing. He does hide the ball particularly well, but if you know where to look at, if I'm a viewer at home and you see, as you can see that dump and his arm comes up, you're looking right over his right shoulder. That's really where hitters really want to look over, is to see whether or not the hand placement. As you saw there, his hand does get on the side of that curveball to give it that extreme depth and an aggressive pull down. Now his pull down looks the same from his fastball curveball, but now with a guy like Hoffman with such a curveball that's working, you're looking for hand placement on the ball out of the hands.
It strikes him out.
Strike 3, 93 miles an hour on the corner, tough pitch. And again, Griffin, as I'm saying these things, it is still, regardless of you looking at the angle, knowing the pitch, seeing it 5 times, baseball is baseball. Even if you know how to prepare, it still may not have success in this game.
And that extreme attention to detail is what makes a hitter great.
Absolutely.
It is what can make you succeed at this level.
Absolutely. As Schellenberger comes in, The 0-0.
Ball is popped.
Pops
Looks like
up.
it's going to be an easy play for Baggett, and that will be the inning.
Last out of the inning. Diamond Hoppers get out. The Utica Unicorns actually get out of that inning unscathed to see if they can put up some runs in the bottom of the 4th. We'll see you guys soon.
With a transforming world, we can see how drastically the world is heading towards automation. And so, we need 24/7 surveillance and security systems for our homes and businesses to avoid any theft or breach of privacy. JARBCOM brings the installation of security cameras to the tip of your fingers with our state-of-the-art mobile app. JARBCOM also provides surveillance monitoring of your entire property with flexible options that offer a dependable solution to be scaled to fit any domestic or commercial need. Contact JARBCOM today for a free estimate at 800-369-0374 or look us up on the web at jarbcom.com.
Make your move with a quick and easy mortgage from Genesis Credit Union. We have mortgages to fit your life. Genesis Credit Union. Visit us today.
Thank you for joining us back here at the USPBL Network. I'm joined by Trevor Hoff and this Marcus Judd. As we see the Utica Unicorns facing off against the Eastside Diamond Hoppers. If you are joining us, it has been a steady-paced game with a rain delay after the first, or in between the first inning. The Eastside Diamond Hoppers were able to put up 2 in the first, 3 in the second, shut down by a phenomenal mid-game appearance by by Hoffman. Alex Hoffman, and right now Dalton's on the mound, keeping the Unicorns down to only 1 hit so far.
Kyle Dalton's back out for his 3rd inning of work. He's done an excellent job picking up Chris Kelly, who came out after that first inning of work.
He's facing the heart of the Unicorns lineup here in Josh Baker, who can change the game with 1 swing of the bat. Let's see if he can continue to help his team here and get on for his lineup. As Dalton gets ready for the 0-0 pitch delivery to Baker. Takes the first pitch, curveball for a strike.
That one you can take or leave. That one is, I think, one you take.
Yeah, absolutely. First pitch. Let's see if he backs it up again. If he throws it again, you know the break. Then take a good clean hit. Swing at it.
I like that take by Josh Baker.
Absolutely. 1-1 count now. Very rare to see 3 pitches back to back to back. We've seen it once by Carsey Walker. Today against Joe Burke. Let's see if he does it. Let's see if Dalton here does it against Josh Baker. Yes, he does. 3 curveballs in a row. A little over anxious there by Josh Baker. If I'm a Josh Baker right now, I'm 1-2, 3 curveballs. Let's sit fastball and adjust curveball because you've seen it 3 times, but you don't want to get beat by the heater. The 1-2.
There it is. He got beat by the heater.
Beat by the heater. Unfortunately, Josh goes down swinging here for the first out. Dalton seems like he's grooving through right now. Let's see if Jared Weber can do something here in the bottom of the 4th with 1 out.
We've seen a lot of doubling up and tripling up on pitches today, whether it was Carsey Walker, whether it's Kyle Dalton, or Andrew Huffman.
Yep, and I really do believe, and I Drew believe, and again, you would know better than me, Griffin, as a pitcher, wet conditions. I think it'd be hard to rear back and grip that fastball and throw it with conviction, knowing that my foundation isn't necessarily there.
Absolutely. So when you're struggling, some days, on a normal day, you could be struggling with a command of a particular pitch. Your fastball's not working out, your curveball's not working out, as that one is a called strike. When it's rainy, you could have conviction and control of none of your pitches.
None, right? Even if you feel good.
Yes. So that's something you have to get over, and that's something I have a lot of respect for Kyle Dalton coming out here and throwing a great game. Walks have been limited as that one is skied to left, but it looks like it's going to be playable for Joseph Califoot. Puts it away for the 2nd out of the inning.
That's a great swing. Not so much the result Jarrett would have wanted. Not a bad swing there on that 1-1 fast, 1 more curveball. Philip Matulia comes up to plate, coming from Louisiana Tech. He had 19 home runs coming out of his college season. Phenomenal bat, spotting 3 hits in his first game, I believe, against the Mammoths. He's doing a phenomenal job here, helping his team win, playing some solid defense in the outfield. A great, phenomenal pickup by Nick Caruso and Jim Messian.
There goes JJ, Bat Dog.
We love
Always
JJ.
love to see it. Love to see it.
Absolutely.
Doing good work.
Let's see how he handles this. The 0-0.
He comes out of Louisiana Tech. That's a fantastic baseball school.
Absolutely, absolutely. Very, very composed. They bring a lot of guys who get to the next level and they stay at the next level. So phenomenal job over there by Louisiana Tech, especially as he takes that first curveball. Let's see if he throws it again.
That one misses inside.
Wow. If you want to count, it's been 2 outs, 3 batters faced so far. 85% curveballs.
Wow.
You don't see that very often. If I'm these guys, you have to
Marcus.
stay composed and just punch a hole. Don't try to get too big here.
That one misses outside.
Yep. Like
Very
you said,
good run
and
on
again,
that fastball.
And again, like you said, I'm not even sure he meant to have that ball run that much, but with his front side giving way and his chest flying open, it's easy to have arm side run by accident. Let's see how he composes himself here in 2-1 pitch.
And that one
hits
plunks him.
him right in the back as he walks down to first base.
Unfortunately, you'll take that all day if you're Machulia, though.
Absolutely, absolutely, definitely. And even with 2 outs, down by 5, we haven't seen Machulia run to get a stolen base. I saw him leg out his triple griff, kick and run. Let's see what he does here with 2 outs. Maybe getting scoring. If I'm him, knowing the pitch cadence throughout the entirety of the inning, as a superstar of the night, JJ grabs the bat and brings it to the side. If I'm Angel Diaz here, I know a curveball's coming, but if I'm Phil Machula, I know a curveball's coming. The last 3 guys face first pitch curveball. Let's see if he takes second base, gets in scoring position with 2 outs so he can try and drive a run in.
Pretty extended secondary lead there, getting a good feel.
Yeah,
and like you said.
Yep, first time on base. I think he's going to get his timing down, and then I would steal in this situation.
Ball. So it's all about feel. Do you think it's coming again here?
I'm putting my hat down.
Okay.
He's stealing.
Okay. Yeah, got the breaking ball again.
Oh, no. That's when I should.
Got the breaking ball again. That's what I know you would have been gone, Marcus.
Oh, I'm gone. Absolutely. You're telling me the first 3 guys you faced this inning, first 2 pitches to each of those guys were back-to-back curveballs? I'm going. That's now 4 guys in a row, first 2 curveballs, start out there, I'm going.
And he's going to triple up because he's got him down 0-2. And it might be too late, and he doesn't go.
And it's not even a bad idea in this situation as he takes that fastball up. 1-2 fastball. He hasn't thrown 2 in a row. I may go in motion here. Open up that right side of the field. Maybe a backside base hit, first or third. Who knows? Let's see what he decides to do.
2 outs. This would be the time.
1-2 count.
Misses outside.
Misses away.
Wade Hughes loses his balance a little bit on that one, but makes a good play. Is able to keep that one in front.
You have to tip your hat to a lot of these catchers here in the USPBL.
Absolutely.
They do a phenomenal job of working every single day to prevent balls going past, and especially wet and muddy days like this. Got to commend them. Angels ready for the 2-2. Good take. Phenomenal take there.
That's another thing. I'm sure the Diamond Hoppers like Whit Hughes a lot. He's been here since the beginning. It can be difficult in the league where a lot of guys come and go, working with different catchers, guys you're not too familiar with.
Yep. And you got to give kudos to a lot of the catchers here, especially Whit Hughes and Taj Porter, who's not in the game right now. But those guys do a phenomenal job of making their pitchers better. And I see a lot of catchers here as Angel puts a swing on one, and it's going to be a home run. Angel Diaz going deep to left field, 2-run bomb. Angel Diaz, phenomenal swing, turning on an inside fastball, hit it a country mile, 96 off the bat. Forget about it.
That was a nuke Tato. We got that at about 350 feet on our stadium tracker here.
Like we said, stay swinging the bat for the Utica Unicorns. It can happen at any given moment. Phenomenal swing, Angel Diaz. We worked and talked yesterday. We were talking after the game, me and Angel, and I told him he's starting just a little bit later. He said during BP today he was really focusing on getting his foot down early, recognizing the pitch, and putting a swing on a baseball like you just saw, bringing the Unicorns within 3.
That's a phenomenal swing there, Marcus. Get your team some momentum. Get your team on the board. That's huge with 2 outs.
Absolutely. Like we said before, hit the fastball. Even though he's backed up 5, 6, 7, 12 curveballs, hit the fastball. He did, took it for a ride, and now his team's within 3.
And that ball is skied by Patrick Baggett to Alex Pup, the shortstop, and he's going to put it away and end the 4th inning.
The Utica Unicorns answer back with an Angel Diaz 350-foot bomb to bring the Unicorns back within 3. Let's see if the Eastside Diamond Hoppers can answer here in the top of the 5th when we return.
Fifth Third Bank. Yeah, it's a quirky name. But here's the thing. 5/3 equals 166.7%. So we put 166.7% into everything we do. Like automatically getting you your paycheck up to 2 days early. Giving you well-deserved extra time to avoid overdraft fees. And helping you borrow from your future self. This is banking a Fifth Third better.
Jimmy John's Field is the perfect venue for birthday parties, summer picnics, company outings, and provides the best entertainment in Metro Detroit with great baseball all summer long. Spend your summer nights under the lights at Jimmy John's Field in historic downtown Utica.
Thank you for joining us back here at USPBL Network, where the Eastside Diamond Hoppers have a 5-3 lead against the Utica Unicorns. It's Hero Day here at the ballpark, as some of our favorite heroes, Superwoman and Batman, are here, sponsored by Fairytale Entertainment. As Joe Califoot faces off against Hoffman, takes the first pitch for a curveball for a ball 1.
I did see Batman today.
You did see Batman?
It caught me off guard. I thought I did something. I thought I was in trouble, yeah.
Griffin, where's Smokey? Where's Smokey Joe? Where is he? As Joe takes a 2-0 curveball for a ball. You know, we have a little banter here in the studio. It gets fun. I'm enjoying. I will say, Griff, it's fun being on this side of the camera.
Absolutely. Absolutely. This is an excellent experience.
It's definitely different. 2-0 pitch, takes it in. What a phenomenal eye. Me personally, 2-0, fastball in. I probably would have pulled the trigger. Phenomenal eye by Joe Califoot.
So you say you don't necessarily look for pitches, but when you're up 2-0, 3-0, are you sitting fastball?
Oh, absolutely. I'm sitting. When you get ahead in a count like that, I'm sitting one pitch, one location.
Absolutely.
But again, if the situation calls for it. Again, if it's a situation where we're up by a whole lot, I may expand my zone, but my approach doesn't change. Still working inside of the baseball, gap. 3-1 pitch.
Popped up.
Uh-oh, let's see. That's trouble. Gets down for a base hit. Joe Califoot, first hit of the day. Gets on first with no outs for the Diamond Hoppers. Let's see if they can get things brewing here against Hoffman, who's been throwing really, really good for the Unicorns so far.
That was a good pitch, too. 25 inches of vertical break. That's just gross. I mean, it got hit. Didn't get hit hard. Sometimes
Absolutely.
balls find their way. Yep. I mean, I got to give props to Andrew Hoffman.
100%. Todd Maddox steps up to the plate. 0 for 2 on the day, looking to get his first hit today. Again, Todd is one of those guys that works really hard.
Looks like it missed him. Wait.
Yes, pass ball, wild pitch. Allows Califoot to get to second base. I will say Todd is one of the most amazing human beings I've ever met. He was actually my roommate for a short period of time here in Michigan. And I will say, when it came to a person who asks you, are you okay? Do you need anything? He's just an amazing human being.
So you got that extended scouting report.
Oh, yeah. I got the inside scoop for a lot of guys. I spend a lot of time with the players here in the USPBL, a lot of teammates, a lot of guys from other teams. So we enjoy having each other around.
Here's another thing. There's no bad egg in this league. I've been working here for a long time. I have never had a bad experience with any player. Everyone's just overly nice. It's a fantastic experience.
Absolutely. The scouts here do a very good job at putting together not just great teams, but great teams with great personality. Everyone wants to see every single person succeed. And at the end of the day, when it comes to professional baseball, that's what it's about. That is another aspect of professionalism. It's positive reinforcement and encouragement across the league. And that's very important for an organization to have. And they have it here. As Todd Maddox gets ready for the 2-1. Good eye, phenomenal. As he takes a 3-1 count.
Andrew Huffman's run into a little bit of trouble here after dominating the first 2 1/3 innings of work. Comes out for the 5th.
Yeah, Andrew, he's the type of guy who's a late to mid relief, but you won't really see him go too far. Maybe he was asked to go a little deeper in the game, given that fact.
Great pitch there.
I actually love that 3-1 swing. You're still up 3 runs, man in scoring position, head in the count. You got another one to play with. I would do it.
Looks like we got some action in the bullpen.
Looks like Colucci's getting ready for the Utica Unicorns.
So we were just talking, usually Huffman's a guy and he gets the strikeout on Todd Maddox there. He's a guy that's expected to go 2 innings, maybe 3. He's kind of expanding that role here, where that's why we're seeing action in the bullpen. But it's a situation where you need to extend him a little bit. You need to push him outside his comfort zone.
You have to. At the end of the day, it's a 3rd game in a 3-game weekend. You have to be able to bear down and to be able to expand the amount of pitches you're accustomed to throwing to have a good outcome for your ball club, who of late have been struggling just a little bit to score some runs offensively.
That's how you stand out, going outside your comfort zone, doing what's asked of you, and that's another great pitch.
Yeah, he's in his groove. He's in his groove today. He really is. He's holding him down. Let's see if he. I see Hoffman getting out of this unscathed. I think he's going to be able to get out of here without giving up a run.
And he was down 3-1 to Maddox there, and was able to come back, throw some good pitches.
Yeah, and that's that heavy fastball. He can have some flight, some elevation, but he also have some run. When he really gets on top of that ball and gets it lower in the zone, that's what happens. 0-2 to Flores, fast and early. Let's see if he can put him down here.
Great pitch.
Phenomenal curveball. Wow, look at that one. That's hard. I don't think Flores might have thought that was a little high, maybe frustrated at himself, not sure. But either which way, 12 inches of negative break. That is something, that is a hammer at 80 miles an hour. That's hard to hit right there.
That was gross, Marcus.
Absolutely.
That was gross.
Let's see if Pup can come here and get in for his team.
Hey, I got Alex Pup. You got a guy in second base. You got a job to do here. I mean, excellent job by Huffman, shaking off that guy, the runner in scoring position.
Yep. If anybody in the bottom of the lineup that's going to do something right now, I think it's Pup. Right now, he's coming off of a good game. His last game, he had 2 hits today, a hit, a walk, helping his team win. Let's see if he can come in strong and increase that lead to 4 for his Diamond Hoppers. And I believe there was a pitch clock violation. What? They might have called a balk. Maybe he didn't stop there, Griff.
So they called a balk.
On that balk, it's
over
a
to
no
third
pitch.
base.
Yep.
Califoot moves over to third.
Yeah, I don't think he can completely set on that one, Griff.
Yeah, there was no pitch registered, and that ball gets by.
And it gets by him. And just like that, the Eastside Diamond Hoppers score, get up 6-2. You can blame me for that one, Griff.
There's a massive difference.
Yeah, that was...
the announcer jinx. It's real.
I'm sorry.
It's real. Don't tell me you're sorry. You got to go tell Huffman.
I don't want to.
I won't tell him.
He's probably pissed.
Didn't come set. Box gets thrown over to third, and there's the wild pitch.
So technically, it's not my fault.
I'm not going to say anything.
Okay. I won't say it if you won't say it. Deal?
All right, deal.
As the 1-0 comes, swing and a miss by Alex Pup. He probably got a little big of a swing there, which I actually don't mind. Again, you can't fault the guy for swinging, having a good, controlled, aggressive swing when early in the count.
And your at-bat approach completely changes now that runner's home from third.
Absolutely.
That ball spiked. That one maybe went about 53 feet, 52 feet. Didn't even make it into the dirt portion.
You've got a phenomenal eye. I'm over here like, I don't know where that ball went. You're 52, 53 feet. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I got a tape measure in my brain.
In baseball, we got a great IDAR. Not a radar, it's an IDAR. As Pup gets ready for the 2-1 pitch.
Well, it's up for Pup. 3-1.
Up for Pup. That was actually kind of good.
Up for Pup. Thank you.
I gotta give you that.
I'm starting to get comfortable.
I can see that. It's phenomenal. By the way, if anyone's listening, this is Griffin's first time on the broadcast.
Thanks,
my
my
second.
debut.
So you got a couple of newbies up here, but I feel like we're doing a decent job here.
All right.
As he takes
the
late
strike call. Late
wow,
strike
did
call.
not see that one coming. I don't think anyone did. 3-2 count now.
Our track
Let's
man
see
has
how
that
he reacts.
slightly outside.
Yeah.
That's a little frustrating for Alex Pop. He waited. You know, there's a lot of guys that try to draw the walk with body language. They'll chuck the bat and go down. I don't think that's one of those situations.
No, that one there again, zones expanded, rain delay, a lot of factors, anything. But again, umpire calls. That's what it is. Now it's time to bear down and make the pitch. You can't point fingers in the game of baseball because the baseball gods will come back at you. Let's see if Pup can come through. 3-2, 2 outs.
That one is skied.
Let's see if it stays in.
Tailing foul, but playable.
Looks like Gooden has a good read.
Fantastic
Phenomenal
catch
play to get out of the inning.
Fantastic play
over
there.
the shoulder. Eastside Diamond Hoppers answer with a Joe Califoot pass ball score. We are 6-2 in the middle of the fifth. We'll see you soon.
We build roads, bridges, wind farms, and pipelines, schools to skyscrapers. Our members create monuments. We operate. We're the operators and mechanics behind the advanced heavy machines that move Michigan forward. We maintain boilers and HVAC. Our members run the complex heating and cooling systems that we all depend on. Our training is second to none, and safety is our priority. We are Operating Engineers 324, and we keep Michigan running.
Thank you for joining us back here at the USPBL Network. The Eastside Diamond Hoppers have a 6-2 lead over the Utica Unicorns. I am with Andrew.
A new pitcher on the mound.
Kyle Dalton coming out of the game. Danny Sullivan coming into the game. Danny Sullivan having a good season. 9 1/3 innings pitched with a 1.93 ERA.
Yes, Danny Sullivan, a phenomenal guy out the pen. He has an upright posture with a side winder, throwing from the side angle. He's very deceptive. I faced him one time. Forgot what I did against him. I know he has a lot of run on his fastball, but he also has that slider to break off of it. Now, the trick here is for the Utica Unicorns is that even though he has that arm angle, all you're looking for is that hand position because he shows his pitch out of the hands, and if you don't see it, you're screwed. But if you do see it, you may have an opportunity for some success. So if I'm the Diamond Hoppers, if I'm the Unicorns coming up against him, I'm not looking at any funky delivery. I'm looking right to the side of his body, trying to find that hand position so I can get a good barrel on it.
And as a right-handed hitter, Marcus, do you prefer hitting a guy with a more over-top arm angle or a funky arm angle like Danny Sullivan?
Over the top, absolutely. When it comes to but here's the thing though. When it comes to a guy that's over the top, you know for sure they're gonna most likely be a little bit more accurate. But you have to also understand that a guy that throws from the side has a lot more east-west. Guy coming over the top has a north-south. So coming off of a Dalton who's over the top, going into a guy like Danny, you have to change and shift your focus from northwest to east-south. Sticking to an approach, either your outer third, inner third, and living there until you have 2 strikes.
Donovan Curriell is the hitter, takes ball 1 from Danny Sullivan. So here's my next question. Do you like more funky arm angles coming from the left side?
No, it's actually harder to hit.
It's actually harder to hit?
If you have a funky thing. Now, here's the thing with lefties, as Donovan turns on that fastball for the 1-1. The thing is with lefties, some guys have a really, really funky delivery.
Lefties are weird.
But
lefties are significantly weirder than right-handed
It's harder
pitchers.
to hit when they can hide the ball well. If you're a lefty that doesn't hide the ball well and you're only relying on your breaking ball, it's going to run into the barrel of a righty anyway. But as a lefty, if you have a two-seam or sinker action to a righty, or even a changeup that mimics a good fastball, it's going to be tough to hit. Lefty-lefty matchups are always going to be tougher, though.
So I've heard that pitchers with lower arm slots, as that one's in there for strike 2, guys with lower arm slots are easier for opposing hitting batters, like platoon matchups. So for a right-handed pitcher with a low arm angle, it's easier for a left-handed pitcher to pick up. But they'll do very well because they're deceptive against right-handed hitters. Do you think that's true?
Yeah, so a guy who has that type of arm angle, it's easier for a left-handed hitter to pick it up.
Yes.
Because when they get the ball out in front, once their chest opens, their hand sits under the baseball sometimes. When that happens, it's easier for a lefty to see the ball up. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's important for this left-handed heavy lineup not to pull that front shoulder out.
That one is skied in the center.
Swing on it.
Califoot's able to make the grab for out number 1.
Looks like Flores kind of lost it in the high clouds here, but luckily his teammate came down for him and helped him out there.
So we talk about sidearm guys being more effective against same-handed hitters.
Yep.
I think that's a huge reason why they're utilized as relief pitchers.
Yes.
Because you see 3 righties coming up.
Yep.
And you can put a Danny Sullivan into the game.
Yep, and that's good because sidearm guys tend to get ready a little bit faster than guys throwing over the top because there's a lot less mechanical stuff that goes on with the shoulder joint. But I will say this. Your better sidearm relievers can go 1 to 2 innings to give the long relief guy a little more time to get ready. So, like, if you have your 8th inning, 7th, 8th, and 9th pitchers getting warm all together, and if you have a guy on the mound who's consistently throwing strikes from that angle, you come in the game understanding that you're going to have guys who change from, as a hitter, you have to go from over the top to sidearm, back to over the top with high velocity. It's going to be hard to make adjustments.
As that is strike 3 on Lucas Good and Danny Sullivan.
Phenomenal pitch, and he caught it. That's a phenomenal pitch.
Already 2 outs here in the inning. Danny Sullivan making quick work of the Unicorns here in the bottom of the 5th.
Like I said, it seems like the Diamond Hoppers are relying heavily on off-speed pitches today, which, in my opinion, a fastball hitting team known for hitting the ball a long way, it's actually a good idea for them to work in off-speed pitches. As frustrating as it may be, you have to be able to make that adjustment. As we do see a little bit of action in the Diamond Hoppers bullpen, it seems like their longer relief guys are getting ready to go. Not sure who it is, but we may see some action depending upon how well he comes out of this inning.
That one is in there for strike 1.
And again, like we said, talk about pitching with conviction. He's a guy coming in after a rain delay where conditions are clearing back up. If I'm a guy sidewinder, that ball, if I'm a lefty, you know the ball's coming back over the plate. You should be hunting middle.
That ball
there it is.
Shot.
Base knock. Not it. Out of a good swing by Pastor. Drops a base hit with 2 outs. As Felix Aberret, our beer batter of the game, steps up for his final opportunity to give the people what they want, Griff. $5 brewskis.
That is beer. That is what the people want. It's what the people need.
That's what I'm saying.
Get it done, Felix.
If I'm in the field right now, I'm misreading a ball. I'm not misreading the ball. But you kind of just want to give, the fans some.
You're
some
man of the
beer.
people, Marcus.
Man of the people. Yep.
That one's down.
Ball down, ball down. It's a good take by Felix. If I'm Felix, I'm seeing the ball up. 100%.
Looks like it's a pretty relaxed warm-up in the Diamond Hoppers pen.
As you see there, Diamond Hoppers 8 hits, 6 runs. Unicorns 2, spotting 3 hits behind. As he takes the curveball for strike 1. 1-1 count with 2 outs. Again, regardless of my last swing, if I'm Felix, I'm trying to see a ball up. Turn on 1 if it drops inside, staying through the baseball, knowing it's going to fall off the table.
Ball in there. Strike 2.
Yeah, that's a he. As Jim Essien would love to say.
It's that Jim Essien call.
He. Folks, the USPBL, Jim Essien, legend coach you see in the frame, has pioneered the saying he.
If you ever come to a game, you'll hear it multiple times.
Absolutely. As Felix checks swings for a foul ball. 1-2 as he faces his 4th pitch of the AB here.
Sullivan's got a 4-seam, slider, curveball, and the splitter.
I actually have never seen his splitter. I've only seen his fastball slider, but he may work it in here right now. I think he's worked it into good, and it looked like on that last pitch. As the steal goes, wide
They're going to call him safe.
Would have been enough time if just a better throw. Good steal to get in scoring position. So your guy, Felix, can get you a base hit to bring a run across. Let's see if he can come through first team here.
Almost an excellent play by Acevedo there.
Yes, to prevent a ball going through, because with Pastor, knowing that ball gets through, wet ball, slow ball, he's definitely going to third base.
That ball is skied.
Skied high. He looks like he got under that one. Todd Maddox getting a read on it, and he makes the final out of the 6th inning. Unfortunately, Utica couldn't push across a run. Diamond Hoppers still lead 6-2. We'll see you in the 6th.
You dreamed of starting a company, not an HR department, but your business has grown fast, and so have the complexities of payroll and taxes, benefits administration, and other HR functions. That's why your business needs a professional employer organization like Tryon Solutions. Tryon provides businesses of all sizes access to top-tier healthcare and employee benefit plans. With Tryon, you don't have to grow it alone. Visit RelyOnTryon.com.
You can always rely on Tryon.
Check your checking. If your account doesn't get you pumped, amped, or geeked, make the switch to Genius Checking from Genesis Credit Union. It's just genius.
The Dave & Buster's method is designed to help you unlearn adulthood and reset our life around zapping stuff and cheering for stuff with your friends. Begin the method today with 5 free games. You know you want to.
Jimmy John's Field is the perfect venue for birthday parties, summer picnics, company outings, and provides the best entertainment in Metro Detroit with great baseball all summer long. Spend your summer nights under the lights at Jimmy John's Field in historic downtown Utica.
Thank you for joining us back here at the USPBO Network. It's Marcus Judd from Bloomfield Beavers alongside Griffin Novak, giving us some phenomenal insight during our play-by-play. Right now, we're coming back from a rain delay in the 1st inning and some great baseball thereafter into the top of the 6th, where the Eastside Diamond Hoppers lead the Utica Unicorns 6-2. But Griffin, as you know, baseball, things could change in a heartbeat.
Absolutely. It looks like Andrew Huffman is still out there for the Unicorns. Mid-inning last inning, they had a guy getting warmed up, and it looked like kind of an accelerated warm-up.
Absolutely, absolutely. If I'm Nick Caruso or Jim Messian, I'm personally keeping him in the game.
It looks like they're sticking with him.
Yep, they're going to. And at this point, you have to. 3rd game as Whit Hughes gets ready for the 0-0 pitch, taking the ball down for ball 1. If I'm them, I'm key. Even though I'm having Colucci in the pin ready, I'm only bringing him in if Andrew gets into trouble. Right now, he's on his 4th inning pitched, only giving up 1 run and 3 hits. So I would leave him in the game and allow him to continue to go until he can't anymore, because you have that break. But again, you have to use him and Colucci to finish off the rest of the game. Maybe bring in a guy for the 8th or 9th, but definitely going to have to eat up some pitches here, as well as Colucci, to get him to the later innings of the game. Hopefully by then they have some more help.
That ball is flown to right field. Play is made. That is out number 1 as Whit Hughes flies out to begin the inning. So yeah, props to Huffman, because through 2 innings, 5 innings for the Diamond Hoppers.
Absolutely.
Since we're now in the 6th, 1 inning since the 3rd.
Right. And he goes since then. He's only given up 1 run, and that 1 run came off some tough pitches. Base hit, couple pass ball, stolen base, pass ball, things that don't really happen too often has happened that 1 inning to get them run across.
First pitch to Acevedo, getting his 4th at bat of the game.
Luis has come in and really stepped up as a role to be a leadoff guy for Skip over here for the Diamond Hoppers. Really coming into play and being a phenomenal leadoff, playing a great second base for the Diamond Hoppers. Really one of their most important pieces here in the back end of the season.
That one is taken for strike one. 1-1 count on the leadoff hitter, Luis Acevedo. That was pitch number 50 for Huffman. So you see him expanding his role as a reliever. Usually sits inning or two, but he's expanding his role and really eating innings for Jim Essien.
Right. And again, he's coming off of a college season where he was their workhorse. He actually finished off being able to be a long relief guy for his school. He actually ends up throwing about 80 pitches to 90 pitches in his last start in college. So interested to see how far he continues to go here as long as he continues to get outs for the Utica Unicorns.
That one missed outside. Brings the count to 3-1. So you got Colucci with a relaxed warm-up. You got to imagine he might be going in next inning because, like we said, Huffman's not used to this much work. It's that one. It misses outside Acevedo, putting him on first base. Acevedo's had a good day, been on 3 times.
3 times, 2 for 3, base hit, 2 base hits as a walk. He draws a walk there with Marcoux, Burke, and Schellenbarger coming up. See if they can do some damage here with only 1 out.
There's that walk-up song again.
Me personally, you can never have too much of a comfortable lead here, USPBL, with so many talented hitters. Anything can happen at any given moment.
That one catches the corner for strike 1.
Fastball strike.
Excellent pitch by Huffman there.
Yeah, phenomenal pitch there. Get ahead in the count, and it still seems even that he's 55 pitches in, he's still sitting 92. He's still throwing with phenomenal composure. Doesn't seem to be tired. Still commanding both his pitches. See how far he goes as Noah gets ready for the swing and a miss on a fastball. Up. Foul ball caught for strike 2. See how he approaches Noah. I'm interested to see 2 fastballs back to back. Maybe come back with a curveball here. We'll see. Maybe put Luis in motion. We'll see what goes on here as he gets set for the 0-2 pitch.
That one is smashed, but foul.
But
very foul.
I thought he got some of that one. How far did it go?
Yeah, that was a nuke. It was foul.
100 off the bat. Can only imagine how far that ball went. So he gets set for the 0-2. If I'm here, 3 fastballs in a row, I'm changing something up.
Especially you got him down 0-2. You got room to play around a little bit.
Get set for the pitch. Yep.
There
Just
it
like we
is.
spoke.
Great
No
block
angle.
back there.
Yep. Good job by Felix. I like that not going by Luis. The field's probably still a little muddy. If it's not a guaranteed for sure, or if you don't steal off the bat, no need to risk something.
You only got 1 out.
Yep. You got your heart of your lineup up. Let him hit.
Huffman comes set, delivers the 1-2. And that ball is smoked into right field. That looks like it's in trouble in the corner.
Easy double there. Let's see if he pushes it. Sends Luis coming around third. Holds him up. Smart decision there by Coach Gaki. It's very, very good swing there by Noah Marcoux. Fastball in again. Noah Marcoux, Joe Burke, some of the 2 best fastball hitting hitters in the league. That's why you have to be able to locate your secondary pitches, maybe even a third pitch to this red hot Eastside Diamond Hoppers lineup.
Despite having 2 runners on, it looks like they're going to stick with Andrew Huffman here.
Intentionally walked Joe Burke. In my opinion, not a bad idea. Joe shows off some frustration, but I know for a fact he is not too upset. He just really, really wanted to hit in this situation. But that does bring up one of the top hitters in the league regardless, Bryant Schellenbarger.
Looks like Colucci's ready to come in, but it doesn't look like Jim Essien, the Unicorns manager, is ready to make that move yet. He's going to give Huffman Bryant Schellenbarger.
I would too. You don't have too much speed on the base paths. Trying to get a ball down in the zone, induce a double play here, get out unscathed. That's the game plan in my opinion.
That ball is lifted into left.
And it's probably going to be a sac fly opportunity as he cruises in easy. Bryant Schellenbarger, sac fly, left field, puts the Diamond Hoppers up 7-2. That's how she wrote it up.
Very well.
And again,
very good job.
Aggressive. First pitch fastball. He knows the ball's not flying as well to right field today with no crosswind. Get the ball in the air deep enough, get a guy in, do a job just to stretch up your lead even more so.
And if you're Huffman, you'll take that all day. You got the bases loaded, you got one out. You'll take the out.
Absolutely. Califoot gets ready here.
And the wind isn't necessarily blowing too strong, so it's not a huge factor today.
Yeah, it's not helping. It's not hurting.
We had a home run earlier in the game. The flags are pretty stable.
Which is actually surprising because normally the ball likes to blow out to right field, but today it's been quiet for the most part.
Fouls that one
good
back.
Good swing. Califoot tried to make a play at that one to go backside. Looked like. Just pull the shoulder out just a little bit. See how he approaches this next pitch. If I'm Hoffman here, knowing I don't have too much speed on the base pass, I'm attacking Joe, honestly. Let's see if he gets a hit, it happens. If not, puts contact, have defense behind you, make a play.
Curveball misses outside. Hoffman falls behind in the count, 2-1. It's right back ready.
If I'm Joe here, I'm already seeing the ball well. I have a walk, a ribby, a hit. I'm looking for something I can pull in the gap, get the move guys up in the bases. That's the one. That's the one you can't give up on, and that's okay. Didn't seem like it came in on him. He didn't want to turn on it. Too bad, but he knows he can hit with 2 strikes. He already faced Hoffman already, so you know that he has that curveball that he already saw and took. So we'll see where it goes from there.
It's no longer about working Hoffman because you know he's done after this. You got Colucci in the pen, so. That one is skied, but foul.
Good fight, good fight. 91 up. Good fight. Stay alive. 2-2 count, 2 outs. I'm telling you, when you have a team that is that are 1 through 9 having tough outs and tough ABs, it really puts a strain on the back end of your bullpen. It really does. So great approach, hitting by these Diamond Hoppers to really stay focused and fight and battle in the box.
Misses.
Good take. And again, like we said before, it's a blessing and a curse to have a breaking ball that moves that will be. But when it moves that much, you know when and when not to pull the trigger.
Got a full count here. Runners will be on the move. 2 outs.
3-2 count. Hoffman comes set. And the pitch.
Misses inside.
Ball 4, take your base. Could have went both ways.
Strike 3.
Could have been strike 3. Looked like the same pitch he got, but it looks like it missed there by a few inches, which I would not be mad about at all if I am Eastside Diamond Hoppers going to the bullpen. But again, that doesn't hurt. A walk doesn't hurt the situation. Doesn't necessarily help either.
Make a competitive pitch.
Yeah, it looks like we have a pitching change. Colucci is going to come in. Colucci is going to come in relief for Hoffman in the bottom of the 6th. Top of the 6th, I'm sorry. In the top of the 6th, Eastside Diamond Hoppers up 7-2. As we also have a batting change in Chandler Dunn when we get back.
With a transforming world, we can see how drastically the world is heading towards automation. And so, we need 24/7 surveillance and security systems for our homes and businesses to avoid any theft or breach of privacy. JARBCOM brings the installation of security cameras to the tip of your fingers with our state-of-the-art mobile app. JARBCOM also provides surveillance monitoring of your entire property with flexible options that offer a dependable solution to be scaled to fit any domestic or commercial need. Contact JARBCOM today for a free estimate at 800-369-0374 or look us up on the web at jarbcom.com.
Fifth Third Extra Time helps you do you better. So kick back and relax. You have extra time to avoid overdraft fees. Fifth Third Extra Time. This is banking a Fifth Third better.
Thank you for joining us back here at USPBL Network. I'm Marcus Judd here with Griffin Novak, where the Utica Unicorns trail the Eastside Diamond Hoppers 7-2 as we just come back from a pitching change. And Matt Colucci comes in relief with the bases loaded, 2 outs for the Diamond Hoppers.
Matt Colucci, he's got a 2-seam fastball. He's got a cutter that he works in, curveball, and a changeup.
Yes, Colucci is a guy who's going to come over the top with a lot of movement, east to west. I haven't seen his... I've seen his cutter. I've seen his fastball. I've seen his 2-seam, seen his cutter. Haven't seen his breaking ball. His cutter actually moves like a really, really hard slider. And it can really get off the plate if he really pulls across his body. But we'll see him really focus on that 2-pitch mix fastball cutter here.
I'm a huge fan of the cutter. He's coming into a difficult spot here. He's got bases loaded, 2 outs. Similar to the situation that Huffman came into the game earlier.
Yep. Now we have pitch hitting for Todd Maddox. It's Chandler Dunn. Chandler Dunn is actually the best barber in the USPBL. He gets everyone in the league right with a phenomenal haircut. This guy is talented at both baseball and cutting hair.
See, that's information that, I didn't know. So it's very valuable to have you up here, Marcus.
The 0-0 pitch he takes for strike 1. Curveball over for a strike. Yeah, man. Yeah, Chandler is a phenomenal human being, man. He always has time for his teammates, always helps any way he can. And I love his leg kick. Phenomenal.
Oh, let me look.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
Love the swing.
May have swung it. That's
Not necessarily the best result, but we are 0-2 with 2 outs. Let's see if he can come here big for his team, cut the swing down, find a barrel, and extend the lead for his Diamond Hoppers.
Props to Colucci for getting ahead in this count here.
Absolutely. Coming off the pin, ready to pitch. The 0-2. Good
Just
take,
misses.
phenomenal take. Hard cutter, taken for a ball. We'll tell you, by no facet is this an easy guy to face. I know from experience. As the 1-2.
Went foul.
Good swing. Good swing to stay alive there. Followed by Chandler Dunn. See if he can come in, compete here.
So he's got the guard.
Yeah, I will tell you, wearing protective gear like an Evo shield, a hand guard, an elbow guard, it does protect from injury. I will say that. Doesn't protect from the pain. It still feels like you got hit. If you ask any catcher, if they take a foul ball to the chest, it's like taking a shotgun to the chest. I mean, it just hurts either way you look at it. He takes that fastball, a curveball up. 2-2 count here, 2 outs. But by no facet, yes, it protects you, but it still hurts.
Do you use anything personally?
I used to. Mine actually broke because I'm too strong.
Yeah, you'd be breaking a lot of bats and stuff like that too.
Okay, all right, yep. Now you see how he rubs it in.
Yep.
Swing and a miss by Chandler Dunn. Colucci gets out of the bases loaded deficit. The Eastside Diamond Hoppers lead 7-2 going into the bottom of the 6th. See you soon.
Throughout your life, from big moments to ones well-earned, we're your financial guardian angel. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Thank you for joining us back here at USPBL Network. I'm Marcus Judd, joined alongside Griffin Novak. Here we are watching the Eastside Diamond Hoppers face off against the Utica Unicorns here in Michigan at Jimmy John's Field. Right now, the Eastside Diamond Hoppers lead the Utica Unicorns 7-2 with some phenomenal ABs, battling all game long, backed up by some really solid and effective pitching and defense. Griff.
Danny Sullivan remains in the game. They're going to get they had Christian Stelling up in the bullpen, but they're going to give Danny Sullivan the bottom of the 6th as well. He did a phenomenal job last inning. He's at 29 pitches. Stelling taking his time down there.
Absolutely, and I would too. There's no rush to get ready here. It's very rare for someone to fall into trouble really fast, especially being up 5 runs. Even a grand slam, you're still okay. So at this point, I would definitely attack the zone like he's been doing, continue to stay consistent. Let's see if the Unicorns can come back here and put some runs on the board. Josh Baker leading off. Oh, look at the babies. Little buddy's first game, maybe.
He's got some hair going.
Yeah, he's already probably
coming in.
He's probably got a better fastball than you already, Griff. It is what it is.
That's heinous.
As Baker gets ready for the 0-0. Swings to the first pitch fastball for a foul.
So it's going to probably be a similar bullpen management situation here with Sullivan. So they were waiting for Huffman to get in trouble to bring Colucci out, but it's even more lenient because you're the team that's up 5 runs.
Not only that, but they also are coming off a day's rest. They're coming off a day's rest. They have the Diamond Hoppers have had their bullpen rested. After playing this whole week alongside them or watching them play, you notice how they didn't use too many arms, and if they did have a guy go longer, they didn't go more than 40 pitches. So these guys are workhorses. They can continue to come back in the game and pitch as Josh Baker takes that 2-1 pitch for a ball. It's really pitcher to pitcher and focusing on communication with the coaching staff in situations like this, knowing who feels good, listening to your bullpen catchers, knowing what pitches are on. It's really a full team effort.
What a
As
play.
Luis makes a diving play, makes it look easy. Amazing defense, Luis Acevedo. Big smile all around. Gotta love it. When you're a pitcher and you have a second baseman who can make a play like Luis, even Alex Pup, that is what you want. Smiles all around. Phenomenal play. Made it look easy. What else is new? Coming out of Luis Acevedo. Phenomenal game so far. See if they can keep it up.
Luis is the man. That was sweet.
Absolutely.
Now we got Jared Weber.
He's the second. Fun fact, Griff. Fun fact, as Jared takes that 1-0, Luis is actually the second favorite second baseman in the league.
Oh,
can you believe that?
Do you know who's the first?
Me. What's wrong with you? Come on,
that's
figure
right.
it out.
That's right.
1-0. As Jared drives a ball backside, let's see if Shelley has a beat on it, and he does. Schellenbarger always has a phenomenal read. I don't understand it. He does not look like the atypical outfielder, but he can run, and you better not run on him. I can tell you that from experience. We actually had last time the Diamond Hoppers played, we actually had a phenomenal play by Schellenbarger coming in all the way from right field to back up or be the trail man for a back pick after a double for an out against the Willie Mammoths. That play was something else to watch. Check out USPBL social media to see that play. I believe it was a play of the week. It should have been, but we'll see. Week's not over.
Never give up on a play.
Never.
That's kind of guy Shelley is,
and always
too.
be where you're supposed to be at. Or in that case, be where you're not supposed to be at and still make it out. Escalade takes the 1-1 pitch for ball 1.
Looks like the outfield is shifted slightly to the right.
As they should be. The last two guys for the Hoppers don't have that much velocity, but they do have pitches to keep guys off balance, so I wouldn't be surprised if they are shifted this way.
Nick Caruso, the first base coach, not able to come up with that foul ball.
You know why?
Why?
Because he doesn't have his Jordans on. By the way, if you ever come to a USPBL game and it's actually nice conditions, you will see both Mike Rice
there he is.
and Kalki for the Diamond Hoppers to rock low-cut Jordans on the field. Nick Caruso actually has multiple pairs that he has worn throughout the season. Me personally, Griff, if I'm on a baseball field, I don't have the courage to wear Jordans. I'm sorry. But, I mean, hey, when you got that much drip, it's hard not, you know.
Exactly. He's not locked in. You got to make that play if you're the first base coach.
Honestly, yeah, Nick's got to figure it out. He's played this game at a high level. Look at him. He's just too relaxed at this point.
It's on you to get the boys going, Nick.
Yeah, 100%. At this point, it might just be Skip.
Skip over there.
As Pat Phillip gets ready for the 1-2 pitch here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th, trailing 5 runs to the Diamond Hoppers. Let's see if he can get on first team here. Ooh.
Up and in. Good take.
I would say good take, but I'm not sure he would have even swung at that, even if he didn't see it coming. That was a tough. That's a tough pitch. I almost hit him in the face.
Good take.
Oh, phenomenal good take. Definitely don't want to tell him to wear it on that one. For not even better take. Now push the count 3-2, 2 outs. Let's see what he can do here.
It's like they're gonna get a new ball. Like said,
which we're gonna see, which we see often here, especially when it gets rainy conditions. Never want to throw a wet ball.
Rain has stopped, but it's still probably not great to have a ball that's touched.
Absolutely not. We haven't seen a bit of sun here all day long. Kudos to these boys for playing hard.
Pretty cool day out. That one is popped but foul up and over home plate.
Another quality at bat out of Machulia here. Let's see if he can come through for his team, get on base. A 3-2 as he comes set. Pitch. Good fight. Continue to fight and battle.
I love that swing there.
Absolutely. Not trying to do too much. Just foul it off. Not putting the decision in the umpire's hands. That is important here at any level. Is to be able to have trust within yourself to make contact and not rely on the umpire to give you a ball 4, especially when it's full count.
Danny Sullivan hoping to get out of this inning. 3-2. Skied foul. Again, that one's not going to stay in. Not going to be playable for Joe Burke over there at first base. And Sullivan's hoping he can get out of this because he's at 45 pitches. Kind of like Huffman. He's not super used to going long in ball games, not having very long outings. Usually an inning or 2 at most.
Yep. I probably think it's probably going to be his last. We may have a 7, 8, 9 pitching rotation coming up for the Hoppers after this, depending on how the game goes and depending how the next couple guys do when they come in. The 3-2 pitch to Phil. Ball down, ball 4. Brings up Angel Diaz. If we flash back to the 4th with a 2-run home run to straightaway left field. Let's see if he can drive one in the gap here to push across. Another run for the Unicorns. I tell you, that ball was absolutely crushed. Fastball up and in, caught a barrel, out in front, hit the ball 350. Gotta love it. Let's see where he comes to. 0-0 here.
Went grounded to the shortstop Pup.
Yeah,
make the play.
that play is
so
going to be
smooth
made
over there.
by
Just
both.
so smooth over there.
Good hands over there short. Good hands over there at first base. Diamond Hoppers hold the Unicorns to 2 as we go into the top of the 7th when we come back.
Throughout your life, from big moments to ones well-earned, we're your financial guardian angel. Alliance Catholic Credit Union.
Welcome back to Jimmy John's Field on this Sunday afternoon. Eastside Diamond Hoppers lead 7-2. In the top of the 7th, they look to tack on a couple more runs. Matt Colucci still on the mound for him. That one catches the corner there, strike 1 on Anthony Flores. Anthony Flores is an excellent defensive center fielder. He's pretty reliable out there. Colucci comes set on the 0-1 count. That ball is in there for strike 2. Quickly ahead of Anthony Flores, who's 0 for 3 today. Colucci comes set on the 0-2. Delivers to Anthony Flores. Grounds to third base, but through the legs of the third baseman, Jared Weber. Anthony Flores reaches. No outs. We got a guy in first base now. That brings up Alex Pup in the 8 slot. Alex Pup's having a pretty good game. 1 for 2 with a walk. He's had some good at-bats. Seen a lot of pitches. Some good defensive plays in the field. And that one is going to be ruled an error for the Unicorns' third baseman, Jared Weber. So that one is jams Alex Pup there. Fumbled a little bit by the pitcher, Matt Colucci, but they're able to get the out at first base. Not able to get 2. You'll take that if you're Matt Colucci. Anthony Flores advances to second on the play. And that brings up the catcher, Whit Hughes. Whit Hughes is 0 for 3 today. So we got 1 out in the top of the 7th. Colucci comes set, delivers the 0-0. That one is fouled back by Whit Hughes.
Phenomenal swing there by Whit there.
Yeah, I like that 0-0. Get that fastball. That's what you're looking for.
Absolutely.
It's the approach. Have an approach.
And again, with a guy like Colucci, who's spotting that his 2-seam moves more like a sinker. He has a lot of pull, so when that ball's knee high, thigh high, it's gonna have a little depth to it. So you definitely have to stay down. But that was a great swing. Seeing the ball up, elevated.
Another one.
Again.
Fouled back, just under it.
Yeah, he pulled his head off a little bit. He's got to keep his head in there, man. Got to keep his head in there. Allow his natural ability to take over. Let's see what he can do here. 0-2. Definitely opens up new opportunities for different pitches here with 1 out. See how Colucci attacks with Hughes 0-2.
One thing I'll give Colucci a lot of credit for is getting ahead of hitters. Since coming into the game, he's had a lot of guys down 1-2, 0-2. Has a huge impact on the entire at-bat. That one is also fouled back. Props to Whit Hughes for staying alive.
Absolutely. It's not easy. It's not easy in there, especially in 93 with some decent movement. It's important. It's important for these guys and the Diamond Hoppers to continue to keep the pedal to the metal. Because at any given time, the 5-run deficit for the Unicorns isn't necessarily one that I would personally feel comfortable with at all, given the fact that they can walk hit to air a grand slam and they're back in
in his line. Beautiful swing by Whit Hughes.
Hit.
They are going to hold Anthony Flores at third base. Runners on the corners for the Diamond Hoppers.
Really like that approach. Foul off, tough fastballs. Gets a cutter, outer third. Didn't try to do too much. He understands that. That's how you know when Whit's hot. When Whit's hot, he understands that. If he misses his pitches, he has to cut his swing down and do a job to get on base and flip it to the top of the order with a red-hot top of the lineup. Diamond Hoppers for Luis Acevedo. Already 2 for 3 on the day, a walk, 2 RBIs. Let's see what he can do here today for his team. The 0-0, curveball, first pitch for a strike.
But for Whit Hughes to get that result in an 0-2 count, that's phenomenal.
Absolutely. Backside, push the first and third. Let's see what he can do here.
The 0-1. That one is going to miss low. Going to bring the count to 1-1 on Acevedo, having his 5th at-bat of the day here in the 7th inning.
Absolutely. I'll tell you right now, he misses a pitch up, it's going to make it hurt.
10 hits for the Diamond Hoppers here in this one. It's been a good day for their offense.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Pushing runs across, having good ABs and good counts.
That one is lined to the right.
Just like we talked about, trying to do too much. 2-0, getting your pitch you're supposed to do. 3 for 4 day for Luis Acevedo. Another base hit backside. You gotta love his swing and approach today if you're the managers here for the Eastside Diamond Hoppers.
Not bad for the second baseman of the
he's my favorite, but everyone's second. That's what I've been told.
Okay.
Hey.
Word on the street.
That's just what I've been hearing, all right? Just what I've been told, okay? Don't shoot the messenger.
Anthony Flores is able to score on that hit, bringing the score to 8-2. Diamond Hoppers up by 6 as that ball's grounded to first base.
First pitch swinging, only opportunities to get one out there. Not hit hard enough to turn two. Not a bad at-bat to push second and third for Joe Burke. A base hit here will probably score 2 with speed at second base from Luis Acevedo.
And now you got Joe Burke up. And you wonder here, I think they'll pitch to him. You get the right on right.
To.
They did intentionally walk him last time up, but you got to pitch to him.
You got to pitch to him. Shelley's hot. You got to throw to him.
Joe Burke having an excellent season. Having a good day today. A couple of good at-bats. Was going to miss outside. Good take by Joe Burke. Talked about how good Joe Burke's discipline is. It's been good all day long.
Absolutely. He's had good plate discipline from a power hitting type of guy who doesn't strike out a lot, which is what you don't see in a lot of your power hitters who are big swinging first type guys. As he fouls that 1-0 fastball back, he knows he missed it. Let's see if he can settle back down and find a barrel to get some more runs across to give some more insurance here. But since college at Kentucky Wesleyan, he broke a bunch of records. Home run records, RBI records, hit records. The guy he's a flat-out hitter. He's the one guy, if you're playing pickup baseball, he's always going to be your first pick. As he takes that fastball inside.
Good dodge.
2-1
up
count
6.
here.
I don't know if I'm leaning into it.
No, absolutely not. Are you crazy? Actually, fun fact, Griffin, I've actually taken a 94 mile an hour fastball to the face.
I'm sure. Are you serious?
Absolutely.
I'm sure that felt wonderful.
Oh, are you sure? I got up as Joe Burke flies out to Lucas Gooden, ends the top of the 7th here at Jimmy John's Field. This Take Me Out to the Ball Game, you know what time it is, sponsored by Genesis Credit Union. Feel free to sing along. We'll be back shortly.
Check your checking. If your account doesn't get you pumped, amped, or geeked, make the switch to Genius Checking from Genesis Credit Union. It's just genius.
Slide into a new home. Work with a local mortgage pro who works for you. Get a cheaper, faster, easier home loan. Find a mortgage broker near you today at findamortgagebroker.com.
Thank you for joining us back here at the USPBL Network, where the Eastside Diamond Hoppers lead the Utica Unicorns 8-2 here in the bottom of the 7th. I have to let all of our viewers know that given the time constraints in today's game, as we all know that there is a 2.5 time hour limit put on every game here played in the USPBL. We are currently at that time limit, so it will be the last opportunity for the Utica Unicorns to come up and put up 7 runs to come back and try to win this game against the Diamond Hoppers. But they have a tall task ahead of them as Christian Stelling comes up to pitch and try to close it out for the Diamond Hoppers. He has 14 innings pitched, 17 strikeouts, only 6 hits, and 7 walks. Stelling is a guy over the top, lefty from Oakland University. Has a phenomenal fastball with a little bit of run and a decent breaking pitch. Look for him to attack these Utica Unicorns early and often as he gets ready to rock and roll here in the bottom of the 7th.
Excellent mustache. Just going to put it out there. Christian Stelling.
Absolutely. Not better than Chris Davis. Sorry about it.
Okay.
Chris Davis, if you're listening to this, you got the best bushy beef mustache in the league. I'm sorry, he's my teammate. I have to say it.
Oh man, that's great. That's great. It is a good mustache.
I'm telling you.
Like Stelling, but Stelling's got that exclusive.
Nah.
It's
okay,
exclusive.
all right,
There's
all
nothing else going on. It's the star of the show.
I don't know.
Come
How
on.
I feel about that.
Come on.
Oh man. As we have a pinch hit, Jacob Mitchell will bat against Stelling in his first at bat of the day. He is pinch hitting for, looks like Baggett. I think is hitting for Baggett, correct?
Yes, that is he had a gorgeous breaking
yes,
ball.
Yes,
that
he's
first
pitch hitting
pitch.
for Patrick Baggett. As he takes a curveball and swing and miss on that pitch there. Yeah, you saw that curveball, that lefty curveball.
That was
that was
gorgeous.
That was pretty good.
14 inches of vertical break on that.
Jeez.
14 on that one as well.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Christian Stelling comes set, delivers the 2-1. That one located up and in. Gets him to chase. 2-2.
Definitely pulled the trigger there. Call time, good call time. There you go. Step out, take a breather. For our viewers out there, the batter is allotted one timeout given the new pitch clock rule, where he is allotted as much time as he needs to relax and get back in the box.
Jacob Mitchell actually pitched last night,
Yes,
despite
he did.
being a position player.
Absolutely.
Unicorns were down big. He was hitting 90 on the gun, Marcus.
Yes, he is a two-way in college. He was on a lot of coaches' radars. Now he's here. He's actually a two-way when situations hit the fan.
I was very impressed by him.
Yeah, he can throw it. But I like his bat a little better than he is on the mound. As he draws a walk here to get on. Don't call it a comeback, Griff, but if they're going to do it, they have to do it now.
Get rolling. That's how you do it.
Absolutely.
Get a guy on.
Let's see if Donovan can get on base for the top of the Utica Unicorn lineup to get up and have an opportunity to come back and win a ball game. You never, ever know what could happen until the game is over.
Donovan Curiel, get on. Leads in the top of the lineup. And Lucas Good, Nick Pastor, and Felix Everett. Just get on. Do your job. Can't do it all in one swing.
Not a bad take there. You can't. There's no way you can hit a 7-run home run.
Do your job.
The 0-1 pitch taken for a strike as he gets set to prepare. The 0-1 again.
Christian Stelling. And a 1-1 count here. Leans in. Gets the sign.
Pitch number 9 to Donovan. Let's see.
That one is swung on
Big
against
swing,
the fastball.
big swing. I'm not sure he recognized that pitch until a little later and just decided to pull the trigger there. Probably wanted to go backside. Let's see if he can cut his swing down and get on base here.
Think Stelling goes to the breaker here?
That's a very good question. I probably would go heater. Yep, looks like he's coming heater.
Okay. Up top, I like it.
Hopefully Donovan can't hear me. Up
God,
top,
that's
like
a
you
great
said.
pitch. Jammed him. Looks like it's going to be playable for the catcher, Whit Hughes, and
that's
it is put
unfortunate.
away.
It is playable. We got one out there.
It's got to be a
great way to start.
Tough feeling.
Absolutely.
Pop up the catcher.
And it really is, because on those situations, Griff, you foul a ball off and you think it goes way out, and then you look and it's in play. It's one of the most demoralizing things if it's not, anything else. Now we do have a pinch hitter. Jacob Bishrat comes in to bat for Lucas Gooden. Let's see if he can help his team get up, get on, get over, and get in.
I like this. Get guys at bats, and plus you got the platoon matchup. You got the left-handed arm.
Yep, you don't want to go lefty-lefty, go lefty-right.
I like it.
See if he can find his groove here.
That ball
Good
is
take,
up high.
Phenomenal take there. And again, you can't win it with one swing at a bat, but end of the day, when you have 3 hits, a part of you wants to be aggressive, but a part of you really wants to just focus in and find a barrel. And whatever happens, happens.
Stelling comes set, delivers the 1-0. That ball is a hanging curveball. Stayed up.
If I'm Bish right here, I'm looking for one pitch, one zone, and if it's not there, I'm taking. If it's not right down Broadway, I'm taking all the way until I get 2 strikes.
You're getting the fastball here. You mislocated the breaking ball down in the count. So you're going to get that fastball right now.
Yep.
That ball is.
There it is, and he missed it. He missed it.
Fouled off.
Which I'm not mad about there.
No.
I'm not mad about there. It's crazy because we can all say it. It's all about what happens after the result. Like, yeah, okay, we get a green light 3-0, but if you have a really bad 3-0 swing, or the result from that swing isn't one that even remotely helps the team, it's frowned upon.
Absolutely.
Let's see here. Let's see here.
Stelling delivers. That ball is high. It's tailing foul. It looks like no one's going to get this one. 2-2 on the pinch hitter, Jacob Bisharat. Again, he is hitting for Lucas Gooden at the top of the lineup.
And again, this is another situation in Jacob Bisharat where his average doesn't necessarily speak to his talent level. You know, he's not having the best of years, but when I tell you this guy is one of the better hitters in the league, he truly is. He can change the dynamic of a baseball game with one swing of the bat.
Stelling comes set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss on that nasty breaker.
That was good. That was really good pitch. Not much you can do on that. Handcuffed him. Couldn't get the barrel out in time. Goes down for his first strikeout of the day.
Diamond Hoppers are 1 away. Putting this game away here. Got it. Thank you. That one misses outside. Yeah, Nick Pastor here. He's having a good season. 2 for 3 today. 2 bombs on the year. He is fouled off by Nick Pastor, the center fielder.
Not a bad swing there. Not a bad swing. Now it's come set with the 1-1 count. The pitch to Pastor.
That ball's grounded. To the
Curveball,
second
ground
baseman,
bounded,
Acevedo.
short-handed, Acevedo, last out. And that will be the game. Final score, Eastside Diamond Hoppers take a win against the Utica Unicorns, winning 8-2 with some amazing offense early and some phenomenal pitching in the back end to only hold the Utica Unicorns to 3 hits and 2 runs in this ball game. Another tough loss for the Utica Unicorns, an amazing victory for the Eastside Diamond Hoppers, staying hot offensively. You saw it from the start with battling through a bees, fouling balls off back-to-back, putting themselves in good positions to score. Everything went the right way here for the Diamond Hoppers and not the right way for the Unicorns. Hopefully the Unicorns can bounce back next week as well, as the Diamond Hoppers have momentum rolling into the next week. We are now going to kick it down to the field where Kara.
And Marcus, that's a huge win for the Diamond Hoppers today. You saw the difference was them getting out early, having excellent at-bats.
Yep.
That was the difference in this one.
Right, we talked about it. The goal today for the Hoppers was to get to the Unicorns' already dire bullpen. Granted, Hoffman came out of the pen doing well, and so did Colucci for the most part, but by then the damage was already done. They had very, very good at-bats from start to finish, and good defense and pitching behind that. When you win all 3 aspects of the game, pitching, hitting, and defense, it's hard to lose when you do all of those things right.
And when the Unicorns put Carsey Walker on the mound, they expect for him to go the distance. He's had a few games where he's gone 7 innings, 8 innings, and he's a guy that you can count on doing that. But when you get 35 pitches out of him that first inning, and you get a rain delay, it makes a huge difference, and you get to that thin bullpen. That was just a recipe for winning this one.
Absolutely, and you got to give kudos to the coaching staff here for really, really doing their best to put the best lineups out there together. And we are going to kick it down to Kara.
I'm joined by Luis Acevedo, who just made the last out of the game. He is our Detroit News Player of the Game today. Went 3 for 4, scoring 2 runs today, 2 RBIs, and 2 stolen bases. So you guys did fantastic tonight, taking the win home against the Unicorns. Now you guys faced off against Carsey Walker tonight. Oh, there we go. You guys faced off against Carsey Walker tonight, who has a little bit more of a movement on his fastball. So how are you guys preparing to come face him?
I mean, we know that, you know, he's a great pitcher, so we can't really try to do too much.
just try to put the ball in play, look for a good pitch to hit, and thank God that everything went as planned.
Well, it went very well for you here tonight, and also as well, you joined us shortly after the college showcase. So a lot of the Hoppers are returners from last season. So what kind of advice were they giving to you as you're heading into your first professional year?
I mean, they're awesome. The coaches, the players, they're just pretty much a big family, which, I didn't expect it as a professional, to have that family because, that college vibe is different. But it really the same, honestly. They're pretty good. They keep helping me and just keep learning every day.
And still performing extremely well coming out of college, batting .250 on the year, but we are just over that halfway mark of the season now, heading a couple months away from championship weekend. So how are you feeling the Hoppers are now in second place as you guys start heading towards September 9th?
I mean, we got to keep doing what we've been doing, play some small ball sometimes and play good defense and make sure, we get runs across.
Well, congratulations on being our Detroit News Player of the Game and on a fantastic game today. Congratulations to the Hoppers on picking up the win for this weekend. But next weekend at Jimmy John's Field, we've got more games coming your way, so make sure to join us next time. Thanks, everyone on the broadcast for doing a fantastic job tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, I'm Carol Wolfbauer. Thanks, everybody, so much. Congratulations, Luis. And we'll see you guys next time at Jimmy John's Field.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hi.
Diamond Hoppers, ain't too many of the teams can defeat us. You on the sideline, warming up the benches. Need a lesson, I can show you, I can teach you. You see a Diamond Hopper fan, point 'em out. Hey, fly ball, catch a frog.